The Fuel Forward app is a go. Fuel Forward provides quick and secure payments and everyday savings on fuel at your local Rapid Roberts to keep you moving forward. Download today and save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Then save 5 cents per gallon every fill-up after that. Driving just got a whole lot better thanks to the Fuel Forward app at your local Rapid Roberts.
Take a breath. Here's your Be Well moment with Burrell Behavioral Health.
You're invited to pause and feel connected. Let's practice by taking a deep breath in and an exhale out, and start to notice the space around you. What can you see that is a reminder of your connection with others? Maybe it's a drawing created by a child, a music playlist put together with a friend, a beloved pet basking in the sun. If we look closely, there's evidence of our connection to others all around us.
For more wellness, visit BeWellCommunity.org.
Elite Promotions is a family-owned company dedicated to providing effective, efficient, and quality promotional products to organizations just like yours. Elite Promotions will make it simple for you and quickly find the products that will give you a reason to use Elite. Elite Promotions is the official outfitter of the Grip and Rip Baseball League, dressing all 6 teams in the jerseys you see on the field and all of our official fan apparel. Be on the cutting edge. Be Elite. Elite Promotions, ElitePromo.com.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search. Get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meissner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. And the best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
Good evening and welcome to Meadow Park in Springfield, Missouri. It is a Sunday night in August, and that can mean one thing. It is baseball night in the Ozarks. The Grip and Rip Baseball League tradition continues into this, the league's 11th season, as the premier destination for wood bat baseball in the Midwestern United States. And what a treat we have for you to finish off Robert D. Lewis Memorial Opening Day. As has become a tradition in the Grip and Rip Baseball League, the 2 teams who competed for the previous season's championship will contend in the opening game on baseball night in the Ozarks in prime time to usher in the next season. So it's the Ozark Mountain Ducks against Daniel England, the 6-time champion, and his Moon City Mavericks. 2 players from that 2025 team are back with the club, outfielders Thomas Brand and Tyler Jones. But as tends to happen in the Grip and Rip Baseball League when rosters are reset and restructured through a draft each and every season, the members of that 2025 Moon City roster have been scattered throughout the league, because if you can't beat them, draft them. That was the philosophy for Ozark Mountain Ducks manager Austin Kendrick. He went out and got Moon City's starting battery from the previous year. It'll be Alex Bird behind the plate in his 3rd Grip and Rip season, looking for his 3rd Howard Bell Trophy. And A.J. Musser, the right-hander from South Bend, Indiana, who emerged as an almost unstoppable force in 2025. But the Moon City Mavericks cupboard is absolutely not bare. They will start one of the GRBL's all-time finest on the mound tonight in the form of a right-hander from Missouri State University who played professionally in the Frontier League. That is going to be Logan Wiley. And Logan Wiley was the #1 overall pick in the 2026 GRBL draft. So let's meet the teams, beginning with the Ozark Mountain Ducks.
The Ozark Mountain Ducks.
Number 1.
Alex Bird, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 3.
Josh Wilbanks, Douglasville, Texas.
Number 4.
AJ Musser, South Bend, Indiana.
Number 5.
Andrew Patton, Columbia, Missouri.
Number 6.
Brett Gallion, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 7.
Jamar Avery Hart, Griffith, Indiana.
Number 8.
Jamie Petty, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 10.
Ray Bailey, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 11.
Leon Griffith Jr., Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Number 12.
Seth Conner, Rogersville, Missouri.
Number 14.
Jordan Hicks, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 15.
Austin Kendrick, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 17.
Robert Prieto, Caracas, Venezuela.
Number 18.
Andrew Kendrick, Springfield, Missouri.
The Ozark Mountain Ducks have been introduced. The Moon City Mavericks coming out onto the field right now. Before we hear more and take part in some GRBL preseason rituals, let's hear from the Moon City Mavericks.
The Moon City Mavericks.
10, 9, ignition sequence starts. 6, 5.
Number 1.
Justin Letterman, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 2.
Logan Rycraft, Mount Vernon, Missouri.
Number 4.
Logan Wiley, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 5.
Thomas Brand, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 6.
Tyler Jones, University City, Missouri.
Number 8.
Ryan Cram, Nixon, Missouri.
Number 10.
Darlene Pineda, Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic.
Number 11.
Derek Sullivan, Cassville, Missouri.
Number 13.
Ryder Young, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 14.
Cole Hazelhorst, Woodstock, Georgia.
Number 15.
Justin Parker, Branson, Missouri.
Number 17.
David Edwards, St. Cloud, Florida.
Number 18.
Sloan Gallivan, Halfway, Missouri.
Number 19.
Daniel England, Springfield, Missouri.
Mavericks back under the direction of Mr. Six-time Daniel England. Right now here in the ballpark, the fans are hearing from the commissioner, Tony Lewis. He's addressing the crowd before we get underway here, so we've been running 8 to 10 minutes behind all day. Why would we get back on time for this one? But that is just a little bit of a GRBL tradition. We're a lot better at keeping schedules after week one. And here in a moment, I actually have to talk, and I'm going to be doing simultaneous broadcasting on the live stream as well as addressing the crowd here in the stadium. So that's going to be interesting. Bear with me. And trying to just listen in as Commissioner Tony Lewis speaks to the fans. He is delivering the message about how the GRBL was created by baseball players for baseball players to establish the ultimate second chance. He's talking about the players' occupations, yes, and we have guys of all types. We have factory assemblers, we have engineers, we have doctors and dentists, we have salesmen, we have construction workers, heavy equipment operators, teachers, a lot of coaches. It's men from all walks of life, men from a lot of different places, players from several different U.S. states. A total of 8 countries are represented among the 84 players on Grip and Rip Baseball League rosters here in 2026. So that's all part of the commissioner's message here. And I am just hanging in there. Don't want to miss the cue, but that's the message from Tony Lewis. He's also thanking the fans for coming out today on a day where it is 95 degrees here in Springfield, Missouri, to come out and support their heroes. Well, thank you very much, Tony, and thank you very much to you, the fans, for coming out and supporting independent baseball right here in Southwest Missouri. The Grip and Rip Baseball League has a proud tradition of offering up baseball's ultimate second chance. And we thank you folks who have spent your hard-earned $5 to come out here and see us at Meadow Park. Don't forget about those season passes. But if you can't be here at the ballpark, you can take the GRBL wherever you are in the world each and every Sunday on our YouTube channel. So go ahead and lock in, tell your loved ones, tell your friends, tell everybody you know. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and follow the action all season long. We're also encouraging our fans to rally behind a young man named Mason and the Davis family as they try to make sense of Mason Davis's stage 4 astrocytoma cancer diagnosis. A GoFundMe to offset the expenses associated with radiation and chemotherapy has generated close to $30,000 in support. And while Mason takes on something far more important than opposing batters this fall, we're very proud to have him right here on Sunday night as our guest of honor right here on Baseball Night in the Ozarks. He's played the last 2 seasons in the Grip and Rip League, reaching the championship game twice, 25 innings pitched, 3 earned runs on just 19 hits for a 1.08 ERA. But tonight he will throw a very important ceremonial first pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm GRBL welcome to Mason Davis. And so Mason Davis heading out. I'm going to give up control of that PA mic as quickly as I can to my colleague Daniel Davis. No relation as Mason out here. Yeah, you just heard it, trying to make sense of what's going on in his life. But he will, clad in a brand new Mountain Ducks jersey and cap, fire one in there one more time, and it is a strike. It's Mason Davis with the support of this GRBL family behind him going forward. What a courageous fella. You know, baseball is one thing, but life, man. We're here to take on life. We're going to hear the national anthem here. We will step aside, come back, and continue the pregame festivities and bring you the first pitch. It is right after this. You're watching Grip and Rip Baseball live and free on the GRBL YouTube channel.
Did you know that Conoco gas has 3 times more detergent additive than the minimum required by the EPA? And 30% more than the top-tier detergent gasoline standard, recommended by major car manufacturers. Other alternatives contain unwanted deposits that can build up on fuel injectors and intake valves, robbing your engine of performance. More quality in every drop. Only at your local Rapid Roberts.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Baseball Night in the Ozarks is about to get started for the first time in 2026. Got one more GRBL tradition, and that is for a GRBL original or the winning manager to ring the Howard Bell Trophy, marking the start of a new season. That man is Mr. 6-time Daniel England, flanked by members of the 2025 Mavericks, Tyler Jones and Thomas Brand. The bell has rung, the stage is set. It's time to rock and roll. The Ozark Mountain Ducks will lead off with their second baseman, Brett Gallion. Batting second is the third baseman, the Ducks' first-round draft pick, Andrew Kendrick. Batting third is a rookie from Rogersville, Missouri, former Toronto Blue Jays farmhand Seth Conner. Batting fourth is the extra hitter. He's from Caracas, Venezuela, Robert Prieto. Batting fifth is a rookie, starting tonight in right field out of Columbia College, Andrew Patton. Batting sixth is the first baseman, player-manager Austin Kendrick. Batting seventh and playing center field is Ray Bailey. Batting eighth is another rookie wearing number 8, left fielder Jamie Petty. Batting ninth is the catcher. He wears number 1, Alex Bird. And batting 10th, the pitcher tonight from South Bend, Indiana, A.J. Musser. Moon City Mavericks will lead off with their rookie second baseman from Dominican Republic, Darling Pineda. Batting second is the center fielder, Thomas Brand. Batting third, another member of the 25 championship team, extra hitter Tyler Jones. Batting fourth is a GRBL Hall of Famer, third baseman Justin Parker. Batting fifth and playing first base tonight is a rookie from Halfway, Missouri, Sloan Gallivan. Batting sixth and catching is Cole Hazelhorst. Batting seventh, the mound man, Logan Wiley. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Gold Glove Award winner Logan Rycraft. Batting ninth is the left fielder, Ryan Cram. And batting 10th, the right fielder, rookie Justin Letterman. So Logan Wiley about to embark on his third Grip and Rip Baseball League, fourth Grip and Rip Baseball League season. 86 innings in his career, 24 earned runs. It's a 2.51 ERA and 85 strikeouts to go with that. So Wiley averaging about 1 strikeout per inning pitched. A season ago with the Springfield Metropolitans, he pitched 30 innings, allowing just 6 earned runs on 17 hits, striking out 30, walking 10, and hitting 2 batters for a 1.80 ERA. Wiley's problem was that the Springfield Metropolitans offered him little to nothing in the way of run support, and so the club struggled and was bounced from the playoffs in the eliminators. Wiley was the number 1 overall pick in the 2026 draft as Mavericks manager Daniel England elected to use his champion's privilege not to franchise a player, but to select his draft position in the first round. He said, I want the number 1 overall pick. Didn't really know what he was going to do with it up until some preseason evaluations and then tryout day. And it was at that point that he said, I'm going to take Logan Wiley to be our ace. So that's what he's done here. Logan Wiley on the mound for the Moon City Mavericks. It is baseball night in the Ozarks. Here's Brett Gallion, the Ozark Mountain Ducks second baseman, hitting .380 over his past 2 seasons. He is 19 for 50, make it 20 for 51 as he rips the first pitch he sees down the left field line. It is a leadoff single for the Mountain Ducks. We are underway at 6:25 p.m. Umpires for this one, Roberto Valdez is in the field. He had the plate for the previous game. And Ed Browning, who last worked here at noon, also as a field umpire, is behind the plate calling the balls and strikes tonight in prime time. Here's Andrew Kendrick out of Youngstown State, who last appeared in the GRBL in 2019. That is not to say he has been away from baseball. He was back in Ohio, where he was playing in men's leagues there. He actually played some tune-up baseball over the course of this past summer. But yeah, last appeared as a member of this was before the Town Ball era. He played for the Shockers for his brother Austin in 2019. He was a finalist for the MVP award. So Austin Kendrick had to do some politicking to land his brother Andrew with the number 5 overall pick in the draft. At Youngstown State, he hit 17 bombs as a junior in 2017, appeared in a total of 55 games, drove in 24 runs and scored 24 runs. Nothing in 1 from Wiley goes outside, and we're back even 1-1. Wiley's next pitch to Kendrick is a ball high and tight. So 2-2. Mountain Ducks, nobody out. Brett Gallion, the runner, at first. If you're just joining us, earlier today, the Springfield Metropolitans were 11-4 victors over the Republic Locos. Behind a big day from Clay Murphy, pitched 4 scoreless innings, Also collected the 50th and 51st hits of his GRBL career. The Branson Showmen were 9-6 winners over the Nixa Suckers. Rookie Eric Smith gave them 4 scoreless innings. And Jacob Carlson hit an inside-the-park home run for Branson in the 8th inning. Started a 3-run rally and propelled the Showmen to victory. So there's a walk issued to Andrew Kendrick. So a single and a walk. They are both on for rookie Seth Conner. This was a big get for the Grip and Rip Baseball League in general, but a good get for the Ozark Mountain Ducks. 34 years old from Rogersville, Missouri. Former hitting coach for the Texas Rangers. Matter of fact, has a World Series ring to show for that. Was drafted by the Toronto Blue Jays in 2010 in the 41st round. 5 seasons in the minor leagues, reaching as high as AA for a couple of games with the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. That is grounded, and it will get through past the dive of the third baseman. Mountain Ducks are going to send Gallion home. He scores. It is 1-0 Ozark, and it is the first RBI in the GRBL career of Seth Conner. A rip down the left field line. So 1-0, nobody out. First and second for Robert Prieto. Speaking of guys who haven't played since 2019, here's another one. Prieto won the Gold Glove that year for the Republic Rangers. 8 hits in 8 games to go with it, but played stellar defense as a third baseman. Prieto from Caracas, Venezuela, played college baseball at Freed-Hardeman University. That's in Tennessee. Back in these Missouri Ozarks and back out to have a go in the Grip and Rip. Looked good in the preseason. Matter of fact, hit an RBI double for the Mountain Ducks in a scrimmage. So a couple of big-time comeback players on these Mountain Ducks here in season 11. But I think Robert would tell you the league's done a lot of growing since he last stepped into the batter's box. But baseball is baseball, hitters hit. Called strike there, makes it 2-2. Nobody out. Mountain Ducks, each of them has worked Logan Wiley with the exception of Brett Gallion swinging at the first pitch. But you know, all's well there as Gallion was able to come around and score. We'll do another 2-2 following a Bank of Missouri foul ball. Wiley takes a look back at the runner Kendrick, then came home. Prieto fouled that one off. So he's not fooled by velocity. Wiley might have to throw a mover in order to get Prieto to turn over on something. Two. Swinging a grounder up the middle. That is through. Another base hit for the Ducks. Whoa sign goes up, and they will be content to leave the bases loaded. Nobody out. So this is a great start for the Ducks. 3 of the first 4 batters have singled. And the one who didn't, Andrew Kendrick, drew a walk. So here's another newcomer for the Mountain Ducks, Andrew Patton, 27 years old, from Columbia, Missouri. Finished out his college career at the NAIA level at Columbia College in Columbia, Missouri. 2023, he appeared in 32 games for the Cougars, going 40 of 92, 14 doubles, 2 triples, 2 homers, 43 runs batted in. Drew 31 walks against just 10 strikeouts, so great stuff. A .550 on-base percentage. He played 2 summers with the Bismarck Larks in the Northwoods League, and then he played overseas in the French 2nd Division with the Valenciennes Vipers. Looked at a strike there. He's the second grip and rip player in 11 years of play to have experience playing professionally in France after league founder Tony Lewis. Played overseas in Normandy with Bois-Guillaume. 0-2 to Patton, and Wiley bows his neck with a well-timed strikeout there. So Wiley's first of the season brings up the Ducks player manager Austin Kendrick. 86 strikeouts and counting for Logan Wiley, inching toward the mark of 100. That's a pretty rare fraternity here in grip and rip baseball when you only play 7 regular season games and likely 1 or 2 playoff games per year. It's tough to amass big career numbers. You really need good consistency in short order. Grounder to first. Gallivan throws back home, and the catcher Hazelhorst is there to step on the plate. They take the force out, and the Mavericks keep another run from scoring, getting Kendrick the lead runner. Sharp job there by Sloan Gallivan at first base. It's going to bring up Ray Bailey, the Mountain Ducks center fielder. He is the number 7 man in the order from Kickapoo High School here in Springfield, Missouri. 8 for 28 with 5 RBIs. 4 of those came over the course of his last 4 games as a member of the Moon City Mavericks on the way to a championship win in 2025. So Bailey came on at the right time, as they say. Looked good in the preseason scrimmages as well. Hit a home run, as a matter of fact, against the Mavericks, which I'm sure they are aware of. But Logan Wiley ahead 0-1. Going after him here. Bailey lifts this one in the air to left. Shuffling, jumping, and making the catch is Ryan Cram. That ends the inning. So the Mountain Ducks do some damage. But the Mavericks did well to stop the bleed there on a bases-loaded situation. It is 1-0. Ozark Mountain Ducks lead Moon City. Back with the bottom of the first after this.
Did you know that Conoco gas has 3 times more detergent additive than the minimum required by the EPA? And 30% more than the top-tier detergent gasoline standard, recommended by major car manufacturers. Other alternatives contain unwanted deposits that can build up on fuel injectors and intake valves, robbing your engine of performance. More quality in every drop. Only at your local Rapid Roberts.
I started working at SRC in 2018. Very team-driven, and everybody has a place, everybody has a role. Being an employee owner is just more than just being an employee and just being a number. You actually have a voice, and you actually...
3 innings, no runs on 2 hits, struck out 2 and walked 2, and Moon City ended up winning the game 2-1. So Darling Pineda will lead things off for the Moon City Mavericks. Pineda, originally from Santo Domingo, República Dominicana, he now lives in Branson, Missouri. Works at Top of the Rock in hospitality. Also loves fishing, and yeah, Taney County is a good place to live if you love to fish. Pineda swings and misses at strike 1 from A.J. Musser. Next offering looked like a breaking pitch. Pineda chased that one. How many times have we seen this from Alex Bird and A.J. Musser? Pineda took a long walk out of the box. He's being beckoned back in. Down 0-2 is the Moon City second baseman. Musser from the belt. Pineda did not chase outside a third time. Dialed up the fastball there. But Darling stays in. 1-2 pitch coming up here. Mountain Ducks lead the Mavericks 1-0, bottom of the first. Slider for a strikeout, looking. So Musser and Wiley are starters, even at 1K apiece. Batter for the Mavericks is Thomas Brand. Hit .346 for City a season ago with a .469 on base percentage. He was 9 for 26, 4 runs batted in. Did some leadoff hitting, hit right here in the 2-hole. A fair bit as well. Breaking pitch from Musser is a called strike. Thomas Brand. He's from Springfield, Missouri, from a family full of athletes. Youngest of 4 children. His father, Kurt, a track and field athlete who was inducted into the Missouri State University Hall of Fame, but the two of them actually played together here in the GRBL in 2024. They were profiled as part of a story on the NBC affiliate here, KY3. So Kurt has since hung him up. He's not done with baseball completely. He's been pursuing some senior level play. He said, I'm going to leave it to Thomas and just enjoy watching him go. But yeah, the Brand family. Thomas's mom was an outstanding college softball player. And all 4 of their kids have some athletic prowess. Family game nights, I'm sure, got a little heated. This is fly ball out to left field. It is caught by Ozark rookie Jamie Petty. So Brand is retired 2 away. It's going to bring up a GRBL original. He is one of 8 members of the GRBL's original 60 from back in 2016. Still active. Sorry, the computer had to buffer there. Jones, 65 of 244 with 37 runs batted in for his career. .361 the on-base percentage, a .263 average. He has walked 32 times. Been hit by pitches 5. Has a grand slam to his credit. That was back in 2021 when Moon City was on fire, going 8-1 and winning the championship. Jones that year won the Gripple Crown. He was 14 for 33 with a .500 on-base percentage, a grand slam, 2 triples, a double. Only struck out 4 times that season, drove in 11 runs. It was up and down. One of the most complete, outstandingly good baseball seasons we have seen an individual put together in the decade plus that this league's been going. Ball and a strike now to TJ from University City, Missouri. Strike called from A.J. Musser, who jumps back ahead 1-2. Whew. Muss fooled his own catcher there with a fastball. That ball got right through the wickets on Alex Bird, and then it also made it, I think, through the legs of the umpire, Ed Browning. So back into the box goes Jones. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Musser's pitch, little jam sandwich that Jones just sort of wings but fouls it off. First base side. So we'll do another 2-2. Ozark leading Moon City 1-0 in the early going. Musser's pitch. That's down. Count is full. Musser exhales, fires, whoa, inside. About took Jones out completely. And TJ, usually never at a loss for words, I'm sure is expressing his opinions about what just happened there to Austin Kendrick. Those guys are old friends. They've both been in this league since it was founded. Speaking of originals, here's another. It's Justin Parker coming up here with the tying run on. 2 outs. JP, a GRBL Hall of Famer, wears number 15. Missed strike 1. Parker, 63 base hits in his grip and rip career. uncharacteristically cold a season ago with the Springfield Metropolitans. But when you only play 7 regular season games, everything is magnified, including a cold streak. But Parker inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2023. This is swung on and skied backwards. That will get, right off the roof. Praise be to the roof. That was loud. That's one of the louder roof balls I think I can remember. Somebody better go make sure we still have a roof. Yikes. 0-2. Parker flares this one foul. That one will not get the roof of the press box, thank goodness. So JP digging back in. Good 2-strike approach here. He is making Musser work, and he is sending that pitch count up. Musser looks back over his left shoulder, then comes home, and he got Justin Parker with a 64-mile-per-hour changeup. 2 strikeouts for Musser in the first inning, and the Ozark Mountain Ducks lead the Moon City Mavericks 1-0. Back with more in a moment.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At OWN, we support projects through every phase, from boundary and topo surveying to geotech, civil site design, utilities, permitting, and more. We get the slope right, the details exact, the deadline met, that's a given. But the real work, it's not on a plan sheet. It's building trust and lasting relationships. That's engineering beyond.
OWN Engineering is a partner of Grip and Rip Baseball. Check them out at weareown.com. That's weareown.com.
Do not attempt to adjust your computer, tablet, or smart device. If you were watching at home and thought to yourself during the break, I think I just saw Spider-Man run across the screen. Yeah, you did. Spider-Man is here at Meadow Park. Sometimes the surprises come at you fast here in the GRBL, and you just have to be here. We had an appearance by Spider-Man at the end of the first inning. The appearance continues for Logan Wiley back out to work for the Moon City Mavericks. They trail the Ozark Mountain Ducks 1-0. 1 inning gone. It is a muggy, muggy night here at Meadow Park. Hanging around at 92 degrees. So the good news is we've gone past our daytime high. But it is sunny. It is humid. Winds are kind of starting to die down. Yeah, we got a 70-degree dew point, 49% relative humidity. Winds out of the south at 10 miles per hour. Batter for the Mountain Ducks is Jamie Petty, a rookie. Looked at a D-Reich there. Jamie Petty, 38 years old, from Springfield, Missouri, out of Three Rivers College. Also a non-commissioned officer in the Missouri National Guard. Looked at strike 2 on the inner half from Logan Wiley, who, after conceding 3 hits in the first inning and a run, is not interested in conceding any more. Going right at the newcomer. Tried to get him to chase a breaking pitch down. Petty did not oblige. It'll be Jamie Petty, Alex Bird, and A.J. Musser this inning for the Mountain Ducks. Brett Gallion would turn over the order if we get there. Wiley went to a fastball that time. It's 2-2. Logan came back with the heat, and that is a looking strikeout. Down he goes. 2 strikeouts for Logan Wiley in this 1-run ball game. It's going to bring up the catcher, Alex Bird, who, what a career he has gotten off to in the Grip and Rip League. First season out, catcher for the Branson Showmen, wins a championship. Second season with the Moon City Mavericks, wins another championship, and moreover, effectively doubled his offensive output. He was 8 for 27 last season. 3 of those hits were doubles, and he had a 3.67. 6.7 on base percentage. Had to do it. Breaking pitch swung on and fouled off. And I think it was really smart on the part of Austin Kendrick. Not only did he go up and get A.J. Musser in the draft, but he got his caddy. He got Alex Bird as well. And Alex Bird has proven, when it comes to receiving, he can handle some of the GRBL's hardest throwers. He caught Trey Turner, who could touch 98 miles per hour on the radar gun. He caught Tyler Abma, who threw one of the heaviest sliders I think I've ever seen in my life. But he can also catch, your crafty guys. And I would put A.J. Musser in that crafty category. That's not meant to be a backhanded compliment, but that's a guy who's got to make pitches. He's got to hit corners. He's got to hit spots. He's got to understand sequencing. And Alex Bird has been able to help pitchers do all of those things. The 1-2 from Wiley swung on and missed, and Logan Wiley is settling in nicely here for the Mavericks. Back-to-back strikeouts. And speaking of A.J. Musser, here he is. Mountain Ducks are going to give him some trial runs with the baseball bat in his hand, and he actually did all right. Limited action a season ago for Moon City. He was 3 for 7 at the plate, and he only struck out 1 time. That said, Logan Wiley likes to blow some doors off. And he got A.J. Musser to chase an off-speed pitch there. Yeah, pitching the pitcher backwards. A.J. says, "Come on, man, where's my fastball?" The 0-1 swung on. That is grounded foul, first base side, off the front of the Mountain Ducks screen. Home dugout is the third base side. Visitors dugout is the first base side. 0-2 coming up here from Wiley. Heater on the outer half with some late action. 83 miles per hour. Down on strikes he goes. Wiley strikes out the side. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Hey, and we're going to bring in a special guest. Mason Davis is next on the other side of this break. You're watching Grip and Rip Baseball.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search. Get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meissner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. The best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
Ozark Mountain Ducks out in front 1-0 on the Moon City Mavericks as we get ready for the bottom of the second here at Meadow Park in Springfield, Missouri. I'm Rance Berger. My guest at this time, a proven relief pitcher in the Grip and Rip Baseball League, to say it mildly. A couple of finals appearances and a very low ERA, but on top of that, just an all-around good guy. It's Mason Davis. Mason, first of all, man, thanks for stopping by, and thank you for making time for us tonight.
Well, thank you, Rance. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
here we go.
Yeah, get it in real close.
Yeah, we gotta eat it up a little bit, huh? Thank you for having me. It's such a blessing to be around the guys again. It's been one heck of a summer.
No doubt, man. Well, let's unpack that a little bit. So, I mean, I was thinking back this past spring, we kept in touch. We talked in Throwvember, played a little catch, as a matter of fact, and then knew you were going to be on the staff with Jim Julian and the Glendale Falcons.
Yes,
and
sir.
really, I felt like, all right, Mason's coaching career is about to take flight.
Yeah.
It was really going nicely as Sloan Gallivan, rookie first baseman, steps in for Moon City, watches a bouncer go past. So then what happened?
So enjoyed one heck of a season with the Glendale baseball squad. When it came down to it, it came to the first game of districts, and for the whole month of May, just like the last week of April going into pretty much all of May, I had horrible headaches, just wasn't going away.
Yeah.
And I was like, playing the tough guy card, like, it ain't nothing, just a headache. Eventually, it came to a point where, okay, these are beginning to not be manageable.
Yeah.
So gotta figure out what's up. I told myself whenever the season ended, which was unfortunately after the first game of districts this year for us, I told myself, I was like, hey, we're gonna go to the doctor. We're gonna get this checked out. Something's up. Get in there, go to urgent care, to basically learn that, hey, you're only going to be here 10 minutes at urgent care. We're going to send you in the emergency room.
Oh, gosh.
And what ended up happening next was a series of events. This is over Memorial Weekend. Busy time. I remember walking in there, getting a little ticket, said number 98. That's the spot I was in line.
Yeah.
And I had a guy come over and get my vitals for me after about 45-minute wait at this point. And things started to drop off a little bit. Body was, my left side of my body was starting to shut down a little bit, and got a little concerned, and they were actually able to jump me up the line a little bit.
Yeah. But it's never good to get the fast pass at the emergency room. That's not a good. That means things are not going well.
Right. So it turned into one of those deals where we're gonna go get looked at. We're gonna see what's up. MRI comes back, and hey, man, you got a golf ball sized cyst that's being surrounded by a baseball sized tumor.
Oh my gosh.
So it was in my right frontal lobe, and since then, sorry, I'm fast forwarding here a little bit.
That's right.
In that time, about 15 hours after the MRI, they got me in for surgery. About 15 hours.
Yeah.
And got me on my way. And there was so much pressure built up in my head that they were able to relieve, a little bit by getting me some medication before surgery and all that. Well, there's so much pressure built up that whenever they cut my skull, my brain was actually shooting up a little bit out my head.
Yikes.
So, but that's a blessing in a sense, because typically with this type of surgery, you're only able to get about 75%, and the doctor, Ramon there at Cox, was able to get 95%.
Wow. So
it was awesome, like in the sense of you gave me a higher percentage.
Surgeon did well, sure.
A higher percentage to live a little longer. So all credit to him. The support of my family, friends during this time. Found out about 23 days after surgery that it was, it actually wasn't staged, but it was grade 4. So grade 4 astrocytoma, brain cancer, and it was very shortly after that, got up on the way to getting radiation and chemo going, and here we are. We're 4 weeks down. It's a 6-week process. We're 4 weeks down now and got 2 weeks to go. Well, maybe, I would say actually less than that, because August 19th, and today it's August 9th. So, hey, even better, right? Yeah, 10 days.
Something to look forward to for sure, and I'm sure you're... Mason, one thing, I've only known you for a couple of years, and Grip and Rip Baseball has been the connector, but, I've never known you to be a guy who lets the negative get you down too much, and I've always felt like you're one of those guys who can find some positives. I know you had, you've struggled with injuries, you've had your share of dust-ups on the field and off, but at the end of the day, you've been a guy who's contributed to the success of every team you've been on. Cole Hazelhorse strikes out there. Mavericks with a tying run in scoring position. That's Sloan Gallivan, who walked to start this inning. Batter is going to be Logan Wiley here.
Well, more than anything, I mean, I've always been the team first guy. Every ball club that I've played on in my life, from little league all the way to college ball.
Yeah.
I always wanted to not be the burden on the team, and the reason why either the vibe is off, why we're playing bad. I never wanted to be the reason. And in life, that's kind of like a thing too.
Sure.
You know, if you're going to have a negative mindset all day, every day, you're going to drag everyone down else with you, then that just doesn't make a lot of sense. There's so much life to live, right? And during this time, it's even been more of a lesson for me, like, hey, you're 28.
Gosh.
And so it's one of those deals, like, man, there's so much life to live. There's so much that God has, not just in my life, but if I can be a vessel for Him, that's the biggest thing. And so if I can be a positive light, uplifting guy on the bench to, everyday life to others, like being a coach, that's a blessing because I have the opportunity to make a positive impact in people's lives.
Wild pitch is going to allow Sloan Gallivan to advance to third. So the Mavericks with a little something brewing here. It's going to be 3-0 to Wiley.
So, and today's world, there's a whole lot of negative going on.
It's easy to do, right?
So, this is where, like, in this time, like, yeah, circumstances suck, but, like, oh my gosh, like, this is an opportunity to make a positive impact on people's lives. Like, I got people coming up to me like, we're so sorry, like, this is happening. I'm like, man, like, thank you for acknowledging and being there for me, but at the same time, like, this is a great opportunity to be a light in others, like, because if I'm down, everyone else is going to be down around with me, right?
Sure.
This is a time to be positive, and if people can see that I'm being positive, they're going to be positive. So, give what you want to receive, right?
Wow.
So that's my whole take on, not just baseball, but just life.
That's one heck of an outlook to have, all things considered. So Logan Wiley drew a walk. They're going to courtesy run Ryder Young for the pitcher. Batter for the Mavericks will be Rycraft. First and third, one out. Golden opportunity knocking at the door for Rycraft, sponsored by Groundworks. Second round draft pick for the Mavericks, 12th overall this season, coming off of an 8 for 26 campaign for the Suckers with 8 RBIs a season ago.
So, yeah, that's what's all been going on.
Oh, man. Well, here's a grounder
Wow,
to
hey,
third.
look at that.
Prieto gets
work.
one. Gallion
Look at the glove
gets
work.
two.
Yes,
AJ
sir.
Musser exhales sharply on a 5-4-3 double play.
I'm a huge Rycraft fan. Love the guy. Dude, he's got tons of skill. But, like, that play at third, like, hey, I'm not trying to show any favoritism. Like, the Ducks are my team.
I noticed you
like,
showed up in the Ducks gear, so I thought that was pretty cool.
That was, I mean, what a play. But, hey, like, hats off to Logan for hitting the ball hard.
So I know, so there's been a GoFundMe started by the Hammets, your employer at DBAT.
Yes, sir.
That's generated about $30,000, and folks can still give to that. We've had links on the GRBL Facebook page, so it's not very hard to find. If you just honestly do a search engine check for Mason Davis baseball, you can find it pretty easily. But Mason, how about just the support from your community? I'm sure you've seen, you're able to go and look at that stuff, but to see like a dollar figure put behind the support, and just also all the messages associated with that, man, that's
I mean, where do I begin?
I don't know. I'm trying to ask a question and I can't even land the plane right now. So you just take it.
Oh my gosh, it's the overwhelming of not just the baseball community and also the softball community. Because I coach also.
Yeah, you coach the girls. Yeah, so I sold that short, didn't I?
No, not at all. The softball community, the baseball community, they just that community alone has absolutely shown out like no other. Like whenever the GoFundMe was created by Ben and Julie, I actually got very emotional. I'm actually getting emotional.
Well, I mean, who wouldn't? Man? I'm getting emotional too. It makes you feel any better.
It's unbelievable. Just at a loss for words on so many different ways. And then I have my family, friends. There's been it's been such a ride where this whole 6 weeks I'm supposed to be going through everything. It's been such a breeze because God has just provided so many great people in my life, and the support that they've given me. Like, I was actually very nervous to tell anybody about the cancer because I didn't want to be, one, the center of attention, but then two, the other side is I didn't want anyone feeling down for me whatsoever. Sure. And so I'm just at a loss. Like, I never asked for any money. I never. That's just not something I've always done. I've always relied on God.
Figure it out, yeah.
Yeah, if there's a way that anything's going to work, it's because of Him, and I've relied on that. So, oh my gosh, like, it's just, I'm at a loss. Like, it's just been such a blessing.
Brett Gallion looks at strike one to get us going here in inning number 3. Mountain Ducks lead the Mavericks 1-0. Gallion with one of Ozark's 3 hits on the night.
So, yeah, like, to everyone out there who is listening to this, from the bottom of my heart, I can't tell you how grateful I am during this time. Again, like, I hate, I'm getting emotional a little bit.
Don't be, let it go. It's
like
that's
make a play. See, look at that.
Bare hands
Holy
one,
cow.
the shortstop. It's like he was listening when you said, I'm a big Rycraft guy. He felt like he needed to prove it.
Oh my gosh, like, see that right there? That stops the emotions. It puts a smile on my face. A guy that talented can make a play. Like, that's awesome.
That's what it's about.
That's phenomenal.
But no, I think this is something we've talked about, at least outside the lines, a lot this past off season. You know, we as men are always taught, we have to be the strong one. We have to be the one who's anchored. We have to be in control of our emotions at all times. But that's not an authentic human experience.
No.
And if you're just hiding it all the time, you're not really living. Andrew Kendrick rips one into left, and Ryan Cram just made an oh my gosh.
Hey,
that
play,
stayed
though.
in the glove catch, but yes.
What a hit, what a play. Like, we're seeing good baseball here. Like, across the board, both sides. Like, Logan doing his thing. Like, defense is working. Ducks are offensively putting bat the ball. Like, it's great. Like, this is great baseball to see. But again, like, I want to get out there and say to everyone, like, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your support, from all the phone calls to the text messages to the Facebook, Instagram messages, like, across the board. It's a very incredibly challenging time. But it makes it a whole lot easier, having not just God on my side, but having you guys reach out and do that. It makes life worth living, So from the bottom of my heart, I thank you all so incredibly much, and allowing me to still be able to do my dream, like, again with you and Tony and AK and the whole, Grip and Rip League, for allowing me to come out and throw the first pitch today and get a little bit of taste of throwing the ball on the mound.
Oh man, it was a strike. It's one of the most authoritative first pitches I think I've seen in recent memory. So, I just kept thinking, I was like, you know what, he's going to step up and deal. I believe. And yeah, sure enough, as a Reich right in there to AK.
I try to, because I'm the pitching coach at Glendale.
Yeah.
I tell. From my infielders, because I'm the infield coordinator, to the pitching coach there for the program, like, I tell our pitchers, like, hey, like, the best pitch to throw is strike one. So I don't you could have 1 pitch, 2 pitches, 3 pitches. If you can throw strikes, you're gonna go far. Throwing 90 and not having any idea where the ball's going doesn't do anyone any good. So that goes on all levels, from high school through pro ball. It does not matter. So if I can go up there and at least deliver like a 40-mile-an-hour strike for a first pitch.
It was faster than 40. I'll give you every bit of 65.
Yeah, hey, there you go.
It was a Steve Reich, and more importantly, nobody was watching the radar gun. I think a few of us were watching the strike zone with some interest, but
hey, there you go.
I mean, more importantly, it was about the moment, and when the moment rose, Mason Davis delivered. We knew you would. So. I mean, man, so what is, talk me through, you mentioned August 19th is a day when a treatment cycle, so what What else have you got going on? What else is just sort of keeping things going for you? You still doing any lessons or coaching at all?
So the last 2 weeks has been really, really good. I've been able to get back a little bit. Mind and spirit is very sharp.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how much can my body take every day.
Well, that's
the radiation is what's getting me there. So like, you know, it's just a matter of what can I do that day. And as time has gone on, like the doctors were on point, like, hey, around week 4, week 5, you're really going to be feeling it. So, and they were right. You know, it's like they know what they're doing a little bit, you know. So, right now, what's going on, we actually, tomorrow for the Glendale softball program is first day of practice. So, for the year, and I am incredibly excited. We have a lot of great girls that are going to be out this year. 7 of our starting 9 can definitely go out and play at the next level somewhere, whether that's from NAIA, JUCO, Division I, Division II. It's just incredible the amount of talent that we are blessed with on this Glendale program this upcoming year. And have that going on, being able to coach them. I'm the main assistant coach there, coaching first base, to our infielders, to our hitting philosophy, and how we're going to be going about our season. Be able to coach that up a little bit, which is a really neat deal. And again, during this time, this is, I mean, from the softball side of things, like, that's great, but oh my gosh, like being able to make an impact for you know, the girls there as well, like a positive way, because, you know, out there, like, you know, high school is a whole nother ball game. You know, so
the game has changed.
It has.
Say it mildly.
It has. So being able to make a positive impact somehow, some way on these girls, I'm really excited about. So I'm going to be, as of September, going to be opening up my schedule for DBAT.
Okay.
And I'm going to be doing lessons whenever we have practice on nights and we don't have games. I'll still be doing lessons. And then when it comes to when softball is over, I'll still be doing lessons full-time there at DBAT. And then whenever baseball rolls around, you know, early January, you know, same process of how softball goes.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm busy around the clock.
Well, that's all right. That keeps you occupied.
Oh, 100%.
That's what you got to do, right?
This is what I love, like baseball, softball, and it's a blessing to be able to make a living at it and being able to be a vessel for the Lord as best I can be. And so just incredibly excited for what the future has and where God has me going.
Speaking of Glendale High School, that's Justin Letterman, a rookie who went to Glendale.
Awesome.
Just got hit in the back there.
Well, that's not awesome.
As far as GRBL debuts go, that's not great. Started off this inning with Ryan Cram working a full count and then drawing a walk. Mavericks have turned over the order. So now the tying run and the go-ahead are on here in the bottom of the third for Darling Pineda.
Man, that on-base percentage, though, that's looking really good.
Oh, yeah, gotta love that in the early going, am I right? Pineda got way under that. Mountain Ducks center fielder Ray Bailey able to, kind of did a little interesting dance to find that ball as it was coming down, but Ray made the move and the grab. Pineda is retired, 1 away.
What a play. Good job. Way to keep him on base.
Yeah, he did hold the runner Cram, which is what you got to do. Thomas Brand steps in for the Mavericks.
And I really want to touch on the GRBL community.
Sure.
I mean, from the fans to the guys that are on the team each and every year, especially this year. I mean, this would have been year 3 for me if I was able to come out. I mean, heck, if the doctors cleared me to play, I'd be here. But
well, we know that, but we also understand that some things are more important than playing baseball, and that's just what the situation is.
It's just like, how can you not be romantic about baseball? Like, you know, like, gosh, like,
it's hard to have a bad day when you walk through the stadium gates, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I came in here today. When AK provided me some gear, I was like, oh my gosh, like, where's the cleats? Where's
get me the high socks. Yeah, let's go.
Like I just wanted to be out there so bad, but this is an opportunity where, like, you know, not just today, but throughout the season, I'm going to be in the dugout with those guys. May not be every game, but whenever I'm able. Oh, look here.
Brand, yeah, lifts one to the gap in left center. Oh, it's off the glove.
It's all right.
Of the left fielder. So Mavericks will score 1. The woe sign goes up. Tie ball game, 1-1, and
That's
a nice
hard
job
play.
there. Yeah, Thomas Brand putting that baseball into play.
Good to hit.
And yeah, they are going hit on that. And yeah, I think, yeah, no way you're going E7
No,
there.
no
That's
way.
every bit of an RBI base hit for Thomas Brand, which he'll be glad to hear about later.
I mean, just what a. I mean, that's a hard play to make.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, I mean, great hit. Got a little bit of tail to it. You know, was able to get a run on that. But I have a feeling the Ducks are going to make a good run here this evening.
A lot of baseball left to play and a lot of strategy yet to unfold. Tyler Jones knows that all too well.
Yeah, straight up on that. Yeah.
Second and third for TJ, 1 out. First base unoccupied. And the Mountain Ducks going at TJ, and yeah, carved him there for strike 1.
Yeah, I was going to say TJ here. He's been in this league, and not even just this league, just overall baseball IQ. Across the board, good ball player, good person. Again, just like not even just from my experience, but it's hard to, you know, say anything negative on these guys. Like, you know, not just because in supporting me, but like being able to still have the athleticism and the ability to come out here and play the game. Like, it's a loving community across the board. Like, oh, here, what we got on TJ here?
Yeah, well, he fought off a little jam sandwich there, fouled it down the first base side. I don't know if that...
I think that hit off.
I think that, yeah, the baseball maybe caught his leg there on the way out. So he's...
Looks like her bat's okay.
First he shook his hand, then he shook his leg. I mean, he's just...
Yeah, hey.
Just shaking it all out. Getting the wiggles out. That's what I tell my toddlers to do on about a thrice daily basis.
Well, I'm not a Swiftie by any means, but he's got to shake it off.
Yeah, he does have to shake it off. You're right. I don't think Tyler Jones is a Swiftie either.
No.
3-2.
That's a whole nother thing, right? Are your girls Swifties?
They're getting there, man. You know, you just can't get away from Taylor these days. She is her own global economy, more or less. There's a high, tight fastball to Jones. He draws the walk. Second time tonight he has walked off A.J. Musser, so you know, A.J. being careful and nibbling, but Tyler Jones also not chasing.
See if AK brings in the infield here. Sit the philosophy as if we're going to pinch the middle, pinch corners, everyone in. I don't know.
Looks like maybe in slightly at the corners.
Yeah.
Middle guys are playing
I think they're going to
double play depth. Yeah, they're going to try to get out of here on
Yep.
Justin Parker. Bases chucked with 1 out.
Justin's a solid hitter here, too.
Yes, sir. Looked at a strike on the inner half there and said, oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, Justin's a good, strong hitter here, too. I believe he was on Showman last year, right?
He was on the Showman 2 years back. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He was on the Metropolitans a season ago.
That's right.
There's a trickler foul. Yeah, old JP's bounced around. This is actually his first time with the Mavericks, but he's one of those... Talked about this with Justin Loudon. There are some guys who are jersey collectors. Ben Hammett is one. He's played for 5 teams.
Yeah.
So Justin Parker is on the way. He's been a Sucker, a Met, a Mountain Duck, a Showman, and now a Maverick.
Well, this is like, and I'm not trying to be a kiss up to my boss here, but like I'm trying to get as many championships as he has.
That's just it. Justin Parker rips one down the left field line. Mavericks plate 1. Brand will come in to score. And with that, it is now 3-2.
See, we're just making this a ball game, right? We gotta get the fans a little bit excited.
There's going to be back and forth, and you know, Mason, I'll say this: since you didn't come out, you know, we had a lot of turnover as far as pitchers go. A.J. Musser, you know, of course, not the best example of that, but yeah, we expect this to be a year for offensive output.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so there's going to be a little more scoring, and we've seen that already today.
Yeah.
With just the scores, an 11-4 and a 9-6 final. So
really? Well, yeah, I saw that. I saw the ending of that second game.
Yeah. So if you want to see balls in play, you want to see fielders have to make plays, and you want to see hitters make contact, Grip and Rip Season 11 is going to be your kind of game.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like as like a pitching coach, You know, I tell our pitchers, like, again, like, first pitch strikes, like, let's try to get that as high as we can possible. Let's, you know, and pitching, you know, is always going to get you deep, right? It's going to get you in playoff contention. It's going to get you, you know, district championships. It's going to get you playoff berths, you know, World Series, you name it, right? Just across the board. If you have pitching, you'll always go far. But what brings fans to the ball field is the offense.
Oh, for sure.
So
chicks dig the long ball, as they
do.
say in the 90s.
They do.
So I think the scoreboard is actually wrong. It's showing 3-2. I'm showing 3-1 on the score sheet. Derek, I want to go back to 3-1 because I think I'm right. Because Wiley had a 3-up, 3-down inning in the third. I think what happened was the Mavericks plated a run, and then that was somehow incorrectly assessed to the Mountain Ducks.
Maybe?
Because they didn't score in the third, right? It was a 6-3 ground out by Gallion and then 2 flyouts.
Maybe I'm just distracting you really good,
I think that, maybe. We're going to go back and reconstruct. Sloan Gallivan puts one in the air to center.
But
Here we
go.
Is there a tag up? Jones will score. It is now either 4-1 or 4-2, depending on who you like to believe. Goes down as a sac fly.
See, I got you off your game, Rance. That's my fault.
That's all right.
I
no,
apologize.
Again, sometimes we have to talk about things that are more important than baseball, and I think your 2026 is the story worth telling.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Here's Cole Hazelhorst, sponsored by Hazelhorst Properties, in business since 1992, offering student rentals and affordable housing near the campus of Missouri State.
Nice.
Hazelhorst, best year, perhaps, at least statistically speaking, 2021 with Moon City. He was excited to be back with the club, back under Daniel England's guidance for the first time in a long time, originally from Woodstock, Georgia. Oh my goodness, that is
smack.
Belted in the air to left.
Yeah,
Petty to the track.
Yeah, here we go.
Goodbye baseball. Cole Hazelhorst just hit a 2-run dinger.
Yes, sir.
6 runs for the Mavericks. Here in inning number 3, Cole Hazelhorst got a hold of one.
Good for Cole, man. Happy for him. That's awesome.
That ball was belted.
Good timing, good overall just swing. Like, just bat path, everything. I mean, if you're to go back and watch this game, like, please go back and watch that guy swing, like, across the board, just from the lower to upper half. I mean, that is just a beautiful swing.
I'm sure Cole would tell you, being that he's a pilot, that 10-mile-per-hour tailwind was also nice going out to left field. But listen, that wall is 14 feet high out there at Meadow Park. You don't oopsie-doo one over a 14-foot wall. It's got to be hit.
Yeah.
It's got to be hit with some authority, and that was the case there. So a 2-run homer for Hazelhorst. Mavericks up 6-1. Batter is Wiley. Sponsored by Emery Sapp and Sons. Had to go back to 2023 to find batting stats for Wiley, but he had a good year. He was 1 for 3 with a double.
Hey. 333.
Got hit by a pitch, so the OBP was 500. He was on, you know. Safe to say Logan's been DH'd for a lot in his career. I think it's interesting that he's up here swinging a bat.
I think I'm 0 for 3 with a walk. I think in my career.
At least you got on.
Yeah.
Wiley, a little jam shot, a late lunge there, protecting with 2 strikes.
That's why I'm just grateful to be a PO. I don't have to worry about facing this.
Well, you know, the thing about Grip and Rip is it inspires guys who are PO. Oh, wait, pitcher's hitting this league. Okay,
yeah.
I want to go get some. Works out for some guys.
Yeah.
Doesn't work out for all the guys.
Yeah. I'm one of those.
Also, we always like to say, too, you know, sports is a great opportunity to learn about who you are in life.
Yeah.
Not everyone is a hitter. Whoa, I went behind Logan Wiley. So Musser, I mean, obviously he's frustrated. He's given up the big one here in the third.
We're just trying to press here. Hey, we got PO at the plate. Let's just try to get a ground ball.
And you can't.
Got 1-2 here. You're winning.
You're trying to salvage this, but you got to stay within yourself a little bit mentally too.
And AK's already went and talked to him a little bit.
Yeah, so you can't go have another mound visit.
No.
And I suspect Mountain Ducks are gonna
make a pitching change.
Do something for the 4th. But what they're trying to do now with Deuces Wild is just try to get off the field and gather it back up.
Let's pitch to contact here. Let's just see what happens.
Well,
we're thinking
he
about
did
it.
that. It went nice high attack. Wiley went up the ladder with him, and he just got a piece to foul it off. Logan's either frustrated or grateful. I'm not sure what that facial expression was when he turned around. We'll do another 2-2.
See what Logan does here.
They bent one. Musser wanted that inner half, didn't he?
Yeah, he wanted that. Especially with how the last half inning's gone. He really wanted that one. I feel that.
So we'll do a 3-2 payoff. Ran it. Oh, that hit him. That brushed him in.
Let's see. Hey, it was. Yeah, here we go.
HBP, yeah, Kendrick is going to get.
Chevy called the bullpen.
AJ Musser.
We got pinch runner here.
Yeah, so Ryder Young is going to run for Wiley. And it is going to be a pitching change before Logan Rycraft comes to scratch. He said Logan wants to go hit so bad. He's so antsy. Relief pitcher says, "Hey, wait a minute.
We got a pink bat here.
This is me. Yeah.
Is this the pink torpedo?
I think it is.
Uh-oh, got the baby girl right here. Oh, hey, we got a kiss right here.
Well,
awesome.
he's got time for that. You got time to go kiss babies.
Yep.
So it is a Rapid Roberts pitching change. Number 12, Seth Conner, former Toronto Blue Jays farmhand, on to pitch here.
We also got a change out here in right field with Jamar.
Yep. So the Mountain Ducks are going to have to make moves here. It's by bringing in Conner. I'll take a look. What are we doing here? We got Andrew Patton is going to come play somewhere on the infield because Conner was the shortstop, so they have to account for that. They've got Avery Hart coming in to play right field in the stead of Patton. I believe either Patton's going to short or he's going to second. Yeah, Patton's going to short, so he goes from right field to short. Gallion stays at second. Still Andrew Kendrick at third. Still Austin Kendrick at first. So there you go. Just that's but a light snack when it comes to GRBL substitutions. We're used to wholesale line changes, so it's easy when you just swap two guys. So yeah, Jamar Avery Hart off the bench. He will play right field alongside Ray Bailey and Jamie Petty out there for the Mountain Ducks. Short warm-up for Seth Conner. I think he threw like 4 pitches to get ready there. Here we go.
Yeah, we're pitching to contact here.
Well, and this is a case. This is an emergency relief, so Seth is not going to be expected, I don't feel, to go late into this game. He's here to get one out and then just give the Ducks a chance to regroup with a longer reliever after that.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, a little back pick attempt.
We're thinking here.
And they're thinking, yeah, Ryder Young just came out of that dugout. Maybe we can catch him napping.
We got, what, 0-2? What?
I don't think...
He called that a strike?
Yeah, board's showing 0-2. It's definitely not 0-2 anymore. Make it 1-2 with one up and out of the zone. And again, a back pick attempt.
Can't be showing our hand too much there. You got a good arm back there, but let's not show it too much. I definitely think this game that he may get somebody there, either at first or second there. I really think he's got a good enough arm where he can do that.
Rycraft fouled that one off. So he is sponsored by Groundworks out of Northwest Missouri State. It's his 3rd year in the Grip and Rip. 3rd team for him.
Yeah, like going back to earlier what I was saying, like not trying to kiss up to my boss or anything, but oh, here we go. Got a jam shot. Make a play.
Jammer to short.
Here we go. Here we
and
go.
A nice job by Andrew Patton. The ball finds the new guy. But the shortstop hops on. Yeah, you want to say something nice about Ben Hamlet before I let you go?
Oh my gosh, like, hey, I mean, you have to look at how long the league has been around and how many championships that Ben has been in. Not just been in, but also won.
Yeah.
Like, again, like I'm jealous. Like, I'm jealous. Like, you know, I played in the league 2 seasons and was able to be a part of championship games, but come second those years, like. I'm trying to come out next year whenever I play. I'm trying to get a championship. So.
All right, let's see it. Until then, Mason Davis, wish you all the best.
Hey,
and just thank you for sharing positivity and being a light, man.
Hey, absolute pleasure. And again, thank you for your time. And the Grip and Rip community and everyone that has been support to my wife and to my family. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Again, thank you for reaching out. If there's anything that I can do, from prayer-wise to just an overall just listening ear, I'm your guy. So sometimes it's good just to be a good listener rather than give somebody an opinion.
Well, likewise, man. You know how to get a hold of me. But thank you so much. We'll let you go enjoy the ballpark.
All right, thank you so much.
That is Mason Davis.
Your local Hotsy dealer is an expert with hands-on cleaning knowledge to help you select the ideal pressure washer for your job. Take confidence in knowing you have a resource for all your cleaning needs. Service can be scheduled in-house or on location by a factory-trained technician using genuine Hotsy parts. Be sure to ask about scheduled maintenance plans, as well as a variety of accessories to clean more efficiently. And don't forget the soap. We have detergents for every cleaning need and have a bulk delivery program. Customized wash bays and mobile cleaning systems are also available. Build a partnership where you're a name, not a number. Contact your local Hotsy dealer to see why nothing cleans like a Hotsy.
Yeah, we're going to get the old scoreboard fixed here. It is 6-1 your score. The stadium scoreboard incorrectly reading 6-2. But yeah, the Ozark Mountain Ducks were given credit for a run they didn't score. I'm sure they might be a little bit hot under the collar once that correction is done. But 6-1 your score here on baseball night in the Ozarks. The Moon City Mavericks have pounced, hanging up 6 runs in the 3rd inning. RBI base hits for Thomas Brand, Justin Parker, a sac fly from Sloan Gallivan, and then a 2-run homer off the bat of Cole Hazelhorst. Make it 6-2, Space Cowboys in front. As we head to inning number 4, Logan Wiley back to work. And so the Moon City Mavericks are going to use their 3+ designation on Wiley. That means any reliever who comes on from this point forward for Moon City will be restricted to a maximum of 3 innings of work. If you're new to Grip and Rip baseball, we don't do a pitch count restriction. There is an innings limit that effectively forces teams to make a minimum of 2 Rapid Roberts pitching changes per game. So a team's got to use 3 pitchers over the course of 9 innings. And that rule has created some very interesting strategy calls over the years, but we like it. Just something a little bit different about the GRBL experience. Batter is Robert Prieto for the Mountain Ducks from Caracas, Venezuela, now Springfield, Missouri. Swings and grounds this one right side. It's going to get through for Prieto. Welcome back to the GRBL. Look out. He is 2 for 2 on the day with a pair of singles. And Prieto trying to be a rally starter for the Mountain Ducks. Here comes Andrew Patton. Started out his college career at Lake Erie College in Paynesville, Ohio in 2020. Of course, 2020 was not the good time to start a college sports career. He ended up at Newman University in Wichita, Kansas in 2021. Pitched 7 innings there and transferred to Columbia College in the NAIA. Appeared in 13 games for the Cougars. So across his career batting as a two-way player, he was 18 for 58 with 3 different teams, 3 doubles, a home run, 13 RBIs, and he hit .310. Patton got the wood to that one, but that is way up and out of here foul, first base side. And not a whole lot else to tell you about there, but it's very out of play. 1-1 for Patton, facing Logan Wiley, who played professionally in the Frontier League with the Windy City Thunderbolts before coming home, going to work as a project manager at ESS, Emery Sapp & Sons. So Wiley, the project manager on some pretty serious construction projects. Also very involved with a charitable foundation named for his father, Chuck Wiley, who was lost to cancer. But the Chuck Wiley Athletic Foundation is great. They raise funding in order to put sporting equipment and to cover league dues, admission fees, and other costs for athletes, young athletes here in southwest Missouri who would not otherwise be able to play. And they throw a massive tournament every year in Ozark, Missouri, to raise money for the Chuck Wiley Athletic Foundation. So a great cause and a great way for Logan and the Wiley family, his mother Angie, his sister Jaden, to honor the legacy of the great Chuck Wiley. 0-1 for Austin Kendrick, whose daughter Noli, I believe, just pinch hit for our public address announcer Daniel Davis and introduced AK coming up to the plate. 1-1 with 1 out. Runner at first for the Mountain Ducks is Prieto. And they do not have anybody warming in the pen, so perhaps I was incorrect in that we are going to see more Seth Conner pitching before this one's done. 6-1 is our score. Mountain Ducks put up a run in the first on an RBI single by the aforementioned Seth Conner. But the Mavericks roared back with a touchdown. 6 runs in the 3rd inning. Kendrick puts the wood to this one to the third baseman, Justin Parker. It goes, a little bobble. He lost the handle, and then he threw it into right field. Prieto not in any hurry to get up and try to press the action from the bag at second base. He is content to stay there nice and safe. And they will charge an error, I do believe. So first and second. For Ray Bailey from Kickapoo High School, where he played baseball. Then he went to the University of Missouri. Didn't play in the SEC, but he did play at the club level for the Missouri Tigers club team. Debuted a season ago with Moon City, going 8 for 28 with 5 RBIs. I was trying to give him 4. No, he had 5 RBIs as a rookie. Bailey a little frustrated with a foul ball there, falling behind 0-2. It is baseball night in the Ozarks. Got 6 more of these to go before the regular season is done. Something new for the Grip and Rip League this year because of the way the calendar falls. We will play 4 regular season Sundays before the Labor Day break, and then 3 in the second half. Historically, it's always been 3 games in August, Labor Day, 4 games in September, but with the way the calendar falls, we're going to go 4, then a break, then 3, and then the playoffs Sundays in October. Bailey grounds this one at the shortstop. Rycraft throws to second for 1. Throw got to the bag before Darling Pineda did. He had to make a big leaning adjustment on the run there, but he was able to haul it in, and they get the runner Austin Kendrick on the 6-4 fielder's choice. No shot at the double play. So that's going to set the Mountain Ducks up first and third, 2 outs. Jamie Petty, the rookie, comes to bat here. He's 38 years old, the general manager of a Sam's Club store. Tonight, 0 for 1. Wiley got him looking last time. Runner takes off, the tail runner Bailey. Oh, and what a snag by Sloan Gallivan, the first baseman for the Mavericks, with a rally-killing grab. The inning is done. Sloan Gallivan robbing Jamie Petty that time. That takes us to the bottom of the 4th with the Moon City Mavericks up 6-1.
Mr. Callahan, let's play Word Connect.
I don't want to.
I'll start.
I'm not gonna.
Air.
Services.
Professional.
Trustworthy.
Quality.
Satisfaction.
Everyday.
Overnight.
24/7. Repair.
Replace.
Air.
Water.
Heating.
Cooling.
VIP.
Membership. Okay, that's good.
Okay, that's bad.
Stop.
Go.
Jimmy!
Mr. Callahan!
Fired.
Hired. That was fun. Again?
Call Air Services today.
The key to a great toast is who you're with. At Big Whiskey's, we toast to best friend weekends, to birthday wishes, to burgers and wings, to big wins, and to believing in we, with something for everyone, from apps to wraps, salads to steaks. Everything is a big deal at Big Whiskeys. Here's to always being welcome.
My goodness, we take a soccer break in the 4th inning. Our young fan had just got the ball past the goalkeeper, and now all the fans in attendance get $1 off their beers for until the end of the 5th inning, I've been informed. So 1 penalty kick, 1 goal, $1 off the cold suds. You'll love to see it. Mountain Ducks do indeed stick with pitcher Seth Conner. Came on in relief of starter A.J. Musser. Got the final out of the 3rd inning. So Conner now tasked to work the 4th. So Seth from Rogersville, Missouri, went to Logan Rogersville High School, but he was a position player after that, pretty much onward to now, I guess. He's 34 years old, the Director of Innovation and Engagement at Convoy of Hope. He was drafted by the Blue Jays. 5 seasons in the minor leagues, but Seth was a catcher, a first baseman, and a third baseman. Then coached professionally from 2017 to the end of the 2025 season when he left the staff of the Texas Rangers, the major league staff. So now he's back in the Springfield Metro, like I said, working at Convoy of Hope, and now playing in the Grip and Rip, where he is ahead 0-2 on Ryan Cram. Ryan Cram lifts this one into right center field. Big thank you to his sponsor, Queen City Heating and Cooling. And Cram picking up where he left off after an outstanding season with the Republic Locos in 2025. He is going to be a key contributor for these Mavericks here in 26. So Cram is on with a single, and it brings up Justin Letterman. He got hit by a pitch first time up, so I think Justin, who is an IT professional, a financial aid systems administrator at Evangel University, just looking to not be in pain in the office chair tomorrow. Yeah, base hit will solve that problem just fine. It's a ground ball that gets through past the diving shortstop, and Justin Letterman has his first career at GRBL base hit. Back-to-back singles for the Mavericks, who are up by 5 and have a little something brewing. Here's Darling Pineda looking for his first hit, 0 for 2 on the night. From Santo Domingo, República Dominicana. Pineda looks at strike 1. Chased the high stuff. Sometimes that, you know, when you're up 6-1, you're seeing your teammates go out and get base hits. You just want to go attack, attack, attack. Strike zone discipline can get away. I think that's what happened on that pitch. Now a breaking ball on the inside for ball 1. So this baseball stadium, Meader Park, renovated 3 years ago, and there's been a lot of work done. First, they tore out a lot of seats that sat right in front of the press box behind home plate. Those have all been replaced, so we've got some very nice gray-colored individual chair-backed seats, and in the evening time, that seems to be the spot of choice for a lot of our fans. You know, what it does for us up here in the press box is it kind of makes it tough to figure out which fans are rooting for which team, because the fans historically would go sit behind their own team's dugout. So there would be a clear line of demarcation. These folks are here for the Mountain Ducks. These folks are here for the Mavericks. Not so anymore. The crowd's a little more blended, so it can make for an interesting spectating experience. Darling Pineda draws a walk. All that to say, it's a good crowd tonight. We're very appreciative of everyone who's come out to see Grip and Rip Baseball on Robert D. Lewis Memorial opening day. And if you're having fun, or if you came to the earlier games and had some fun, we invite you to come back. If you can't be here, we've got you covered right here on our YouTube channel. Coverage all season long, brought to you by Central Bank of the Ozarks. Strong roots, endless possibilities. So foul ball back off the bat of Thomas Brand makes it 0-1. And Brand has got to be feeling good, seeing bases loaded, nobody out. Already has 1 RBI single tonight. But he's getting his first look at Seth Conner. Had to reach down. Conner hit the bottom of the zone, and Brand elevated one out of here left side. 50-cent foul balls all season long. So, like we said, kids 12 and under get in free to all GRBL games. You can actually make your money back and then some. Bring a kid who can scoot to the ballpark. Have them go track down a few 50-cent foul balls. You might just come out ahead before the season is done. So Thomas Brand strikes out. First strikeout for Seth Conner, but the bases are still chucked. 1 out for Tyler Jones, a GRBL original. 65 hits in his career as he watches strike 1 go by on the inner half. That's a fastball. Jones fouls that one off, and it's going to be 50 cents for somebody on the third base side. Whoa, high and tight to Jones. 1-2. Trying to settle in, find something to drive. Next offering from Conner, again in. That will even us up. Jones has just always been a tough out throughout his GRBL career. 32 walks. Lifts this one into left. This has a chance to be playable for Jamie Petty, and it is. Petty doing a nice job. Ryan Cram will tag up and score for the Mavericks. Not a lot Petty could have done about that, but he's had the opportunity for the out and made it. So Ryan Cram scores. It is now 7-1 at Moon City. Justin Parker ripped a 2 RBI double down the left field line. Last time up, he is 1 for 2. The car salesman, originally from Branson, Missouri. His high school coach, a Missouri Sports Hall of Famer, and now the Grip and Rips Director of Baseball Operations, Steve Lale. Baseball's a small world sometimes. There's a 5-3 ground out. Robert Prieto to Austin Kendrick, and the Mountain Ducks get out of the inning, limiting the damage to 1 run. So 7-1 is the score. Moon City leads Ozark. We have played 4. It's going to be time for inning number 5 on the flip side of this break. You're watching Grip and Rip Baseball live and free all season long on our YouTube channel.
Did you know that Conoco gas has 3 times more detergent additive than the minimum required by the EPA? And 30% more than the top-tier detergent gasoline standard, recommended by major car manufacturers. Other alternatives contain unwanted deposits that can build up on fuel injectors and intake valves, robbing your engine of performance. More quality in every drop. Only at your local Rapid Roberts.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Joselina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
Back live at Meadow Park in Springfield, Missouri. Moon City Mavericks lead the Ozark Mountain Ducks 7-1, 4 innings complete. I'm Rance Berger, proud to be with you for another Grip and Rip Baseball League season, and excited for some more episodes of Baseball Night in the Ozarks before the season is done. We don't expect our fans to watch each and every game, but they are available for you to go back and check out at your leisure on our YouTube channel. The other thing about the way the GRBL schedule falls is if you can't, and quite frankly probably don't want to watch an entire triple header each and every Sunday, you can watch the first 3 episodes of Baseball Night in the Ozarks that will, by the way the schedule unfolds, allow you to see all 6 teams in the league at the end of week 3. So coming up next week, 2 different teams will have the honor of playing in prime time. It'll be the Nixa Suckers taking on the Republic Locos. Mountain Ducks will be back in action Sunday, August 16th at high noon against the Branson Showmen. That is a GRBL South Division game. Then at 3 o'clock, the Springfield Metropolitans take on these Moon City Mavericks for control of the GRBL North. And then in prime time, like we said, Suckers take on the Locos. That's all coming up next Sunday, August 16th. If you can't be here, we'll have it for you right here on YouTube, courtesy of our friends at Central Bank of the Ozarks. Logan Wiley blasts a 77-mile-per-hour pitch past Alex Bird, and we're underway in inning number 5. So Wiley will be able to pitch this one for Moon City, and then he will have to yield to a reliever. Not sure exactly what the Mavericks' approach is going to be. Their skipper, Daniel England, has played that one pretty close to the chest. I do suspect we'll probably see Ryan Cram pitch at some time and point. I think we could also see the man at shortstop, Logan Rycraft, get the ball. But this Moon City club's got some options. We could even see Cole Hazelhorst, the catcher, do some pitching. Thomas Brand has pitched an inning in his GRBL career. And Daniel England himself might even get a wild hair and go toe the rubber. 2-2 the count to the Ozark catcher Alex Bird. Breaking ball into the zone, struck him out. So Wiley, who struck out the side in the second inning, has 5 strikeouts on the night. He's going to face Jamar Averyhart, who entered the game as a defensive sub in right field. GRBL veteran, making his first plate appearance here. Jamar, originally from Griffith, Indiana, has been in the GRBL since 2022. Double and a couple of RBIs a season ago with a couple of walks. Got hit by pitches a couple times. Averyhart, typically just a tough out, and he can just find his way on base one way or another. Fouled that one off. Wearing number 7 is Averyhart. He's a human resources professional. Now lives in Springfield, Missouri. Wiley taking a minute to get the signal from Cole Hazelhorst. Now comes home. It's a dropped third strike. Or no, it is not a dropped third strike. Averyhart tried to sell it as such, but the man in charge, Edward Browning, not buying. Mountain Ducks with Andrew Patton up throwing in the bullpen. But they're back to the top of the order after Wiley rings up Avery Hart, and the batter is Brett Gallion. From Drury University, former teacher, coach, and school administrator who now works for a consulting engineering firm. So he had a career pivot in the offseason. But Brett, 10 for 27 with the Mountain Ducks a season ago. He was 9 for 23 the year before that. So 19 of 50 in his last 2 seasons, a .465 on-base percentage. And so yeah, even though he likes to tell you he's feeling his age sometimes at 38, fact of the matter is he is still an effective and productive on-base getter. And Brett looking for more here in season 11. Swings and sends this one foul, third base side. That's where the Mavericks are camped. The third base dugout is the home dugout here at Meadow Park. This is kind of by virtue of the way some of the supporting and surrounding facilities here are built. So the visitors use the first base dugout. Deuces wild to Gallion. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. He swings and grounds this one. Deep in the hole is Logan Rycraft, and he says, yeah, I just don't have the throw. So he's going to eat that. That's a good decision. Avoids the risk of throwing one away and coughing up extra bases to Gallion. And when you're ahead by 6 runs, yeah, sometimes the smart play is the best play. So an infield single to the hole puts Brett Gallion aboard. He is now 2 for 3 on the night, and he's on for Andrew Kendrick. Not a rookie, but it's been a while since he's played in the Grip and Rip. 2019, as a matter of fact. Took a daddy hack at that one. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Played in a total of 156 games for the Youngstown State Penguins throughout his college career. He's from Springfield, Missouri, went to Parkview, where the Vikings won back-to-back Ozark Conference titles. He was the top offensive player by the Springfield Leadoff Club as a senior, batting .481. Logan Wiley's pitch to the younger AKs. Oh, it went wild past Hazelhurst. Gallion will advance. As Cole got the mask off and then ended up finding that ball back at the screen. Two outs, a 2-1 count. Wiley and Hazelhurst, the Moon City Battery, is trying to limit damage and get Wiley. Nope, check that, it's 1-1. I got the old correction fingers up, and you know what? Nice job. I like an umpire who can say, you know what, my bad, let's get this right. So 1-1 to Kendrick. Swings and loops one, it hops. Rycraft blocks it. He will throw to first in time. Sloan Gallivan again doing a nice job with the grip, hanging on to that bounced ball from Logan Rycraft. It's a 6-3 out. It's another goose egg on the board, and the Moon City Mavericks will send Logan Wiley to the showers with a 7-1 advantage headed to the bottom of the 5th. It's next. You're watching Grip and Rip Baseball live and free all season long right here on our YouTube channel. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
City Mavericks with a 7-1 advantage. It's a Rapid Roberts pitching change for the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Rookie out of Columbia College, Andrew Patton, making his GRBL debut on the pitcher's mound, facing a fellow rookie in Sloan Gallivan, who loops this one foul out of play. So Patton, 27 years old. At Columbia College, he made 3 starts, appearing in a total of 13 games in 2022 at the NAIA level, pitching 32 1/3 innings, 21 earned runs on 31 hits, struck out 40, walked just 9, a 5.85 ERA for the Columbia Cougars. He gets Sloan Gallivan to ground out. That starts our festivities here in the bottom of the 5th. 6-3 grounder. And the batter's going to be Cole Hazelhorst, 1 for 2 tonight with a 2-run home run. Going to watch Patton closely as he winds and fires. Hazelhorst sends one right back up. No, check that. That's not Patton. This is still Seth Conner. Okay. Well, they had Patton warming in the pen, but then they went back to Conner. All right, okay. It's a base hit for Cole Hazelhorst, who is 2 for 3 on the day, and we'll see a pinch hitter here. This is Ryder Young from Springfield, Missouri, batting in the stead of the starting pitcher, Logan Wiley. Ryder Young, sponsored by Current Studio Salon. Grounds this one to third. Kendrick up with it for 1. Gallion pivots and fires to the other Kendrick for a double play. Andrew Kendrick to Brett Gallion to Austin Kendrick. 3 Parkview Vikings coming together there to turn a 5-4-3 double play. And yeah, just like that. Apologies to Seth Conner, but he's right back off of the field putting up a goose egg. 7-1 is the score. Moon City leads Ozark. Back with more in a moment.
Remanufacturing isn't just a process, it's a legacy. From the seasoned hands of our experts to the eager spirit of the new generation, we bridge the gap by bringing together knowledge and innovation. We are one team with diverse experiences. We are moving toward one goal to ensure our future thrives. We are on one mission to pass down wisdom and embrace the new, ensuring the earth flourishes for generations to come. We are CNH Reman.
Kids race, a tradition, and we're doing 3 runnings of the kids here because it's opening day. Why not let it rip? And the Kendrick kids coming in, bringing it home there. Young fan in a Mavericks jersey got first place, so he's going to win a GRBL prize package. And we're going to see a Rapid Roberts pitching change for the Moon City Mavericks. Logan Wiley went as far as he could. And this is Logan Rycraft going to the mound. He is sponsored by ground works. He was the second round pick by the Mavericks here in 2026, going 12th overall. Now lives in Nixa, Missouri, originally from Mount Vernon. Played his college baseball at Northwest Missouri State. That was as a position player. So you really have to go back to high school to find the times when Logan Rycraft did significant pitching. He did appear in 4 innings for the Nixa Suckers in 2025, giving up 1 earned run on 3 hits, striking out 4, walking 4, and hitting a couple of batters. And with what the Mavericks still have, loaded up and ready to go, Rycraft does not have to try to do too much here, but he wants to pitch. He's been open about wanting to pitch, wanting to sort of solidify himself as more of a two-way guy. Daniel England's going to give him that opportunity, at least for this one. We'll see how it goes. So to correspond with Rycraft going from shortstop to the pitcher's mound, Darling Pineda has gone from second base to shortstop, and Ryder Young, who pinch hit that last inning, has come on to play at second base. Still Sloan Gallivan at first and Justin Parker at third. And they have also brought on a new catcher. Derek Sullivan has entered the ball game. No, wait, check that. That's still Cole Hazelhorst. I misread. 14 and 11 behind a chest protector is tough to do, but that is still Hazelhorst. So we're still waiting to see Derek Sullivan get some action. And then in the outfield, still got Ryan Cram in left. Thomas Brand is in center field. And I do believe I'm still staring down Justin Letterman in right. So Rycraft can gas it up. We'll see him throw in the upper 70s, maybe touch 80. He's also got a slider and a change. We'll see what he and Cole Hazelhorst can do together. This is their first time working as battery mates. 7-1 is the score. Seth Conner as the first batter Logan Rycraft is going to face here. Conner 1-for-2 on the night with an RBI single to left. Flew out to center field last time up, but he's got a fast set of hands. Fastball inside, ball 1. So 7-1, pitching from the lead. Logan Rycraft's job is just to baby this game along. Seth Conner turns on this one. It's down the left field line. 1 hop, and it's off the wall. Extra bases for Seth as the throw comes in. What nice job by Ryan Cram getting that baseball in quickly. That was a little bit of a closer play at second than the Mountain Ducks were ready for, I think. Nonetheless, a leadoff double gets Ozark going here in the 6th. Robert Prieto is 2-for-2 coming to scratch here. Prieto is de Caracas, Venezuela, but he's lived in the United States for a pretty long time now. A lot of people, when they meet Robert, they don't believe he is from Venezuela. He almost sounds like he's from these Missouri Ozarks when he talks. Had 8 hits in 8 games. Last time we saw him in the GRBL, that was 2019 when he won the Gold Glove Award as a third baseman. That was back when times were simpler. We didn't have position-based Gold Glove Awards. It was just simply one really good defender won the award as selected by the league's 6 managers on a yearly basis. Oh, how far we've come. Rycraft looks back, checks Conner. Now, no, a little fake back pick throw. He ends up just holding the ball. Well, so after the unintentional dance move, 2-0 pitch to Prieto. Outside, 3-0. So Logan wants this. He wants these opportunities to pitch, but this is tough coming in after playing a position, after batting, after doing all the things you're supposed to do as a Gold Glove shortstop, and then to try to come in and just gas one. That was a 79-mile-per-hour two-seam inside to walk Prieto. He's just got to settle down and find his zone here. Easier said than done, I know, as he's facing a meaty part of the order. This is the number 5 hitter for Ozark, Andrew Patton, the rookie from Columbia, Missouri. That one is down. 40 hits in 32 games for Patton in 2023 at the NAIA level. Played overseas in France. Also a couple summers in the Northwoods. Hey, speaking of guys who played in France, Tony Lewis, the GRBL commissioner.
Yeah, I heard. Got a wild pitch here. Advances.
Well, the lead runner, so Conner goes from second to third. That sets up first and third as Prieto stayed camped.
Yeah, I'm no longer the only player who actually played over in France, and he played in I think the southern part of that country.
Yeah, Valenciennes, is that how you say that?
Valenciennes, yes.
Valenciennes, yeah, my French is terrible. I know bad baseball Spanish, that's about it. I don't do baseball French. So. Steerike there to Patton, yeah, the Vipers of Valenciennes.
Andrew was extremely thankful. He said before today's game, he's like, man, this is so great we get to play baseball today.
Got some bright yellow gloves, and he draws a walk. So Andrew Patton is on, back-to-back walks. And yeah, the Mavericks are going to have to settle down their mound man here as he just walked them loaded.
You know, this is exactly what the Ducks want. Yeah, I know it's a 7-1 game, but it is pretty tough to get after Logan Wiley. You know, especially after the Ducks put some good bats on balls. He had Sloan Gallivan, who just made some terrific plays.
Yeah, a rally-killing snag at first. Here's a pinch hitter for the Mountain Ducks. Austin Kendrick is going to send up Josh Wilbanks from Douglasville, Texas.
Josh is a grinder. He
Yes,
typically finds a way to get on base somehow.
So Wilbanks, first action of the season, comes under the lights.
Yeah, here you go,
Looked
Josh.
at a Steerike there.
Here you go, Josh. Bases loaded.
Go have some fun up there, why don't you? Ooh, swung and missed at a Rycraft four-seamer. Yeah, look at Logan pumping. He's saying, yeah, I found something here. He wants to go right back on that rubber and deal again. Coming back downhill, 0-2. Got him looking with a high heat. 85 miles per hour. So yeah, we saw 79, 79. Then all of a sudden, here comes 82 and then 85.
I think you're right. He was pretty excited. I think he kind of found something there and wanted to get right after the next pitch.
Well, here's a guy who can punish mistake pitches. That would be Ray Bailey. Coming off an 8-hit season with Moon City a season ago. He's out of the batter's box as the pitch goes away from the catcher, Hazelhorst. A run scores for the Mountain Ducks. That's Conner. And it is now a 5-run game. 7-2 is the score.
A lot can happen in the GRBL, especially this year. We've had a couple big pitchers not come out due to injury and family. You know, when you have Trey Turner and Cole Roark not return, it pretty much kind of changes the league into an offensive one.
It's bigger than that. You know, it's Skylar Henson, it's Seth Burns. You know, there were 5 or 6 guys I could count off that who pitched substantial innings a season ago, who's, you know, for one reason or another said, yeah, I'm not going to be back in season 11. So we knew coming in we'd probably see some more batted balls in play. Today has certainly delivered that in terms of excitement. We saw an inside-the-park home run earlier today off the bat of Jacob Carlson. We've seen a couple of real-life home runs. One off the left field foul pole by Grant Cundiff, and then we saw Cole Hazelhorst mash a tater earlier in this one, a 2-run shot.
Yeah,
so yeah, you like batted balls in play. Yeah. The GRBL's for you.
And you mentioned that, you know, the firepower with Trey and Cole, but like you're right, the inning eaters that Seth Burns and Skylar Henson,
yeah.
One of our Hall of Famers, man.
It's a different year, but we've talked about this too. Season 11, you know, we do have 8 originals still, and that's awesome. But we're also ushering in a lot of newcomers and a lot of guys, you know, 20-something guys who are discovering a second chance at baseball. It's kind of the GRBL's next gen, and we're going to need that next generation to keep propelling this league forward for another decade. Yeah, not to say anything, Tony. I mean, I know you went out there and got after it today, and you and I are the same age, so I mean, good for you, dude.
But man, what's crazy?
3-2 to Bailey, swung on pop back.
So I was I had to have been probably 31 when this started.
Yeah.
31, 32. And I'm 42 now. Yeah, so I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. We need a new age, a new ushering of a new group of people.
And we need guys who care, that's for sure. Ray Bailey swings and misses. I'll say Logan Rycraft's a guy who cares. He's pretty eaten up with the GRBL experience. I actually hired Logan to fix a problem I had with my bathroom ceiling in the off season. He does some home repair on the side, and so I told my wife, yeah, I think I need to go make sure he's doing a good job. And so we just sat there and talked baseball while Logan did work on the ceiling. We had a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, Logan's definitely eaten up with it, and he said, man, yeah, as long as I'm around and things are working out for, you know, job and family and all the things that allow me to come out here and play, I'm going to do it. Batter for the Mountain Ducks is Jordan Hicks, 31-year-old rookie, another Parkview Viking on this Ozark roster. Oh, swung and missed there. Yeah, how about Rycraft just reaching back 84-mile-per-hour gas?
He's still an athlete, man. That barehanded play, I was just in front of his life on the concourse. I'm like, man, Logan still really got it.
0-2 for Hicks, sort of getting thrown into the deep end of the pool, and yeah, behind on that at 86. So Rycraft, what a fun inning there. He goes double, walk, and then he struck out 3 consecutive batters.
He got better as the inning went.
I think he figured out something, right? Good players make adjustments. So he did concede a run there as a result of a passed ball, and so it is 7-2. Moon City leading the Ozark Mountain Ducks. We will go to the bottom of inning number 6 on the other side of this timeout.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. The risk of losing your hard-earned money to scams is real, especially the scammers sending out fake communications. And that's why we're talking to our Director of Fraud Mitigation, Corey Gerstenschlager. He's got some good practices to help keep your money safe.
Thank you, Nicole. Yes, often we're seeing that people are being contacted by scammers through text message, phone calls, or emails, posing as legitimate companies or even your bank, trying to persuade you into providing sensitive information like passwords and things of that nature, sometimes even asking you to send them money. If you receive any kind of communication like this and you didn't ask for it, that's a good red flag that it isn't legitimate. So when you have those situations, get an actual number that you trust for that company, call them and verify the accuracy of the information that you're receiving. Good rule of thumb is make sure to check your accounts frequently and report any suspicious activity.
Thanks, Corey. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well.
The Ozark Mountain Ducks trailing 7-2 to Moon City, sticking with Seth Conner. Well, we were excited about him coming out to play because of just what a hitter he is, former Toronto Blue Jays farmhand, and then he was a hitting coach in the Texas Rangers system. I did not expect Seth Conner to be the guy who got the 3+ inning designation as a pitcher for the Mountain Ducks on opening night, but here we are. Anything can happen in the grip and rip.
Yep, I'm distracted by this.
What are you watching down there?
The bit was finish the lyric, and the song was Shania Twain, Feel Like a Woman. I said, Stephanie, you got to find a guy to pick that song, and the guy just said, I feel like a woman, and the crowd exploded.
Nailed it.
Those are just the little bits that we do here at the GRBL.
Love a good
it's baseball between the lines, but it's a show outside of it.
And I think, you know, it's the right balance. I think, you know, the fans have embraced it. The players have embraced it too, certainly. Here's Logan Rycraft. We just saw him throw an 86-mile-per-hour fastball. Then he fouls off a 65-mile-per-hour off-speed offering from Seth Conner there to fall behind 0-1.
Two former pro athletes going at it.
So Conner played affiliated baseball. Rycraft played in the Pecos League with the Roswell Invaders. 374 on-base percentage during his summer in the Pecos, 2023. Watch that one bounce.
Well, it was Dan England, as a fan of Seth Conner, who's an opponent tonight. He's like, you really need to convince him to bring his World Series ring out here and feed the fans with it.
Kids would love to see that. I think Seth would like to mash a few bombs before he really comes out and shows off the jewelry, perhaps. But
Oh, he's an extremely humble individual.
Very much so.
Very kind.
You have to drag it out of him. The 1-2 to Rycraft is high. Counts back even.
Pretty good night so far.
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
good. Pretty good day, actually.
What's fun for me and interesting, Tony, is here comes the 2-2. That hit him.
Yep.
So, with the improvements continuing here at Meadow Park, and what a job the Drury University Office of Athletics and the head baseball coach Scott Nasby have done to raise the funds, develop the sponsorships, just make it all happen. First the turf came in, and now we're seeing phases 2 and 3 of the Meadow Improvement Project. So this big grandstand behind home plate with the individual chair-backed seats. The days in the grip and rip where there was a clear line of demarcation, where the one fan group sat at third base, one sat at first. Those are kind of behind us, especially here in this night game now that the sun has gone down. So we've got fans from both teams sitting in front of us. The crowd is a little bit more mingled than I am accustomed to. So it's interesting to see, of course, different players bring their own cheering sections. So it can make for some interesting dynamics in the grandstand. Part of the show is just right below me here in the seats.
Yeah, the entire day, I think we had just under 300 people the entirety of the day.
Yeah.
So that means a lot of people supporting not-for-profits and Mason Davis.
Yeah, we had a great time talking with Mason. He came up and sat in for a couple of innings, and just wow, what a to be given the brain cancer diagnosis that he's been given, and then to have the attitude he has toward it of trying to use that experience to just be a light to other people is it's really something. We knew Mason Davis was something when he showed up in the GRBL, but what he is doing now is just gargantuan in comparison to what he did as a baseball player in between the lines, and it really puts some things into perspective. Ryan Cram fouls one back there. Falling behind 1-2, we'll thank Ryan's player sponsor, Queen City Heating and Cooling.
Yeah, I got a really cool story that just happened tonight in relation to Mason Davis. Has to do with an umpire.
Okay. Cram grounds this one to third. Prieto flings to Gallion for one. Check that. That is Kendrick to Gallion to Prieto, who's playing first base. They are not able to double off Ryan Cram.
Oh, no, they called him.
They called him out?
Yeah.
Wow. Another 5-4-3 by the Ozark Mountain Ducks.
ABS might say something differently, but it's going to be an out for now.
That Ducks infield has gotten after it tonight. It's their second double play. It's their second 5-4. No, that's their third 5-4-3 double play, as a matter of fact.
So I know we have Ed Browning behind the plate.
Yep. This is Roberto Valdez as the field umpire. He had the plate for the 3 o'clock game.
So I don't know if it's been mentioned, but Mr. Roberto Valdez,
missed by Letterman.
Our director of baseball operations, handed him his check. I did not know his name. I knew Ruben Apodaca and then Ed Browning, as they've been GRBL returning umpires. And so I didn't have a name on his check.
Yeah.
And I won't say how much it was, but it's a full day of
a
umpire
day's
work.
wages, yeah.
And he looked at Steve and he says, I don't want the check. I want to give it to Mason Davis.
Oh my gosh.
So he gave his entire day's work check to Mason Davis tonight.
Wow. That's beautiful. Well, bravo. Roberto Valdez, he's down the first base line. We show the first base umpire here real quick. Derek, can get that into frame.
We'll get our camera
We'll come back to Justin Letterman here in a sec. But yeah, Roberto Valdez, there he is in position with the bases empty. Ah, man, that's big. And,
and this is 97-degree heat. This is over 100 on the field. This is, ooh.
And it was not, it's one thing to even say, like, I'm going to give some. He gave it all. Oh, goodness, ricochet off the heel of the glove. Justin Letterman's going to be safe out there at second base.
Good for him, GRBL rookie for that.
Yeah.
Maybe he should have came down with that catch, but, got to find the silver linings here. But, yeah, back to Mr. Valdez. That just speaks volumes on a full day in this heat wearing that gear, and he decided not to take $1 of his work today and give it all to Mason Davis.
Well, that'll be a big help. This Southwest Missouri baseball and softball community, collectively, the village around Mason, his wife Alexia, and the Davis family has drummed up about $30,000 to help offset the expenses associated with his cancer treatments, chemo, radiation, and just all of the, he's undoubtedly missing some work here and there. He's trying to work. We talked about that too. He's still going out trying to coach.
Oh yeah.
And having some fun with that, but undoubtedly, that's just the world we live in, where a diagnosis like that comes with a tremendous emotional cost, but a financial cost as well. So man, it's just been really neat to watch and just be a small part of the community helping to support the Davis family. Darling Pineda grounds this one to short. Oh no!
He could score here.
Patton lost the handle. Letterman's going. Throw coming in. Hop to Bird.
Oh, got him.
Got him at the plate.
Good play.
What a recovery by Andrew Patton, and what a job by Alex Bird. That play was made as Bird corralled that baseball.
Yep.
And hooked the tag.
As you can tell, the Mavs still know that after their big gun is out of here, that 5-run lead.
Leads are not safe.
It's not safe in the GRBL. So these games can turn around pretty quickly, and so that's why you saw that Maverick runner screaming around third base. No lead is safe here in the GRBL.
Back with more. The stretch inning is next. Moon City leads Ozark 7-2.
The key to a great toast is who you're with. At Big Whiskey's, we toast to best friend weekends, to birthday wishes, to burgers and wings, to big wins, and to believing in we. With something for everyone, from apps to wraps, salads to steaks. Everything is a big deal at Big Whiskey's. Here's to always being welcome.
Mountain Ducks fan by the name of Jude has drove a wiffle ball to the pitcher's mound, won himself a prize in doing so. Nice job by our executive assistant to the executive or something, John Turner's title.
Special assistant to the founder.
Goodness sakes, why couldn't we do it simply? Yeah, John Turner did a nice job, made a nice adjustment. He jammed him up on the second throw, then he gave him one right over the plate. And Jude swung on and drove it just like you like to see.
And we were talking, it is nice to get more staff involved in the GRBL. So now you have John and my wife Stephanie really taking a little bit different role with the GRBL to help us out on the executive role. So you and I don't have to wear so many hats.
Well, we all have to make adjustments, right? Season 11. I'm older than I was when I started in the grip and rip too, Tony. So we're all adjusting. Logan Rycraft back to work for Moon City. So interesting move here. I'm thinking the Mavericks at some point are going to turn things over to Ryan Cram, but with a 5-run advantage, England is content to continue sending up Rycraft. They've got a couple different options when they have to make their second pitching change. So we'll just take the wait and see approach along with everybody else in the ballpark.
Here's
Leon Griffith Jr. making his first plate appearance. From Springfield, Missouri, by way of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Went to Seminole State College, that's in Florida. 3 hits for the Republic Locos as a rookie a season ago. He is batting in the stead of the starting catcher Alex Bird. So Mountain Ducks might be thinking battery swap here coming up in the bottom of the 7th. There's a strike thrown. Ball and 2 strikes to Leon Griffith. Rycraft rocks and deals the high heat, puts Griffith down on strikes. That is now 4 consecutive strikeouts for Moon City's Logan Rycraft. And hey, maybe, just maybe, Mavericks have found something after he got over some early jitters. Here's Jamar Averyhart from Trine University. That's a Division III school in Indiana. He watches strike one go past.
Logan's kind of settled down, it looks like.
I think, yeah, the nervousness is gone. He's just reaching back, and it's not even sophisticated at this point. He's just firing.
Good old-fashioned, see if you can hit it.
0-2 to Averyhart. Yeah, gassed him up. That was just 3 straight fastballs. Have a seat. That is now 5 fans in a row for Rycraft. Back to the top of the order go the Ducks. Brett Gallion is 2 for 3 on the night.
And it should have been 3 for 3, but
yes.
the guy on the mound
had
an amazing
fantastic play.
So, you know, Brett's a grinder. He's a great guy to have on the team. See if he can start a rally for the Ducks late here.
The thing about Gallion is he doesn't actually know how good he is as a plate producer. I had that discussion with his manager, Austin Kendrick, just kind of talking. I said, hey, man, did you know Gallion's hitting like 380 in the last 2 seasons? And he said, yeah, but he doesn't think he's doing very well. I'm like, dude, his on-base percentage is above 400, but just kind of one of those guys mentally, I think, well, that'll help the on-base percentage as he gets hit in the hip. But yeah, one of those guys, he's going to remember that ground out at the end of the night, and that's going to be what hangs with him through the week. So the 2 hits will be a distant memory. So that breaks up the strikeout streak for Logan Rycraft. That's one way to do it. Batter's going to be Andrew Kendrick, 0 for 2 today with a walk.
These next 2 guys know how to handle a fastball, so he might want to reach in the back with some off-speed stuff.
We'll see what Cole Hazelhorst puts down. Well, nope, that was heat.
That was heat.
That was inside, however.
Andrew Kendrick coming back. This guy's an imposing figure, even all the way up here in the press box.
That's a lot of human being in that right-handed batter's box, my friend.
Oh,
whoa, wild pitch to the screen. I don't think it touched Hazelhorst. Cole's going to blame himself, and sometimes you have to do that as a catcher, right? Hey, my bad, don't worry about it. But Gallion able to advance into scoring position on the wild one. Two and oh, this is swung on and belted down the left field line. Tailing, that's in there. Off the wall it goes. Gallion will score for the Mountain Ducks. Kendrick will woe up at second. A stand-up double. And a run batted in, and yeah, a little flappy on the duck wings there.
I like that.
That's a nice clean celebration.
Like that isn't too showy. It's
it was more like a dove than a duck. It's very peaceful.
I like that. That's good. And that was a fantastic piece of hitting. You know, Rycraft still throws good velocity, but when you go against a former, you know, D1, I'm not sure. I don't know if Andrew played a little bit of semi-pro ball or not, but he's got a professional swing still, and then he can handle a lot of the fastballs. Speaking about professionals, we got a guy coming up here that can even increase the lead and do some damage.
So Seth Conner showed a fast set of hands in the preseason scrimmages.
And they are choosing to walk him.
They are. With first base unoccupied, they're saying, you know what, we'd just rather not.
But like, it doesn't get that much better here for them.
Robert
Prieto.
Prieto's 2 for 2 tonight. And yeah, Robert has looked the part. Speaking of guys coming back from 2019, he is one.
And just that as a hitter, like that could make him focus even more.
Ooh, yeah. That was a swing with bad intentions, wasn't it?
That was like, okay, Daniel, you want to get to me? I'll show you.
So Prieto with runners on first and second, 2 outs. Having a good night. Little inside out swing there, foul back. He's shaking his head.
You know, pro ball, D1 ball, you get, maybe 1 or 2 pitches, and those are the 2 pitches you receive. In the GRBL, you might get 3. Let's see what Logan does.
Yeah. Well, Logan has gone away from the off-speed stuff. Instead, he just gasses Robert Prieto. That is a big strikeout for Moon City. So a rally-killing K limits the damage. 7-3 is our score. Mavericks lead the Mountain Ducks. It is time for our 7th inning stretch. And here in 2026, that's brought to you by Centerstone, the parent company of the former Burrell Behavioral Health. You're going to see a rebranding happening this fall, but what you need to know about Centerstone, they are dedicated to developing quality behavioral health care and changing lives.
Take a breath. Here's your Be Well moment with Burrell Behavioral Health.
In a world that requires us to be in constant motion, we can focus on moving our bodies in ways that restore us instead of deplete us. Let's listen to our bodies and briefly stretch in ways that fit what we need. Take a deep inhale and a long exhale out as you gently stretch your neck, your shoulders, or your arms. We deserve to build physical rest into our daily routines.
For more wellness, visit BeWellCommunity.org.
I just teased it an inning too early. Now is the pitching debut of Andrew Patton, the rookie from Columbia, Missouri, for the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Out of Columbia College, Patton played overseas in France. Last college season was 2023. He made a total of 13 games, made 3 starts, had a 5.85 ERA across 32 1/3 innings of work, struck out 40 and walked just 9. Overseas in France in 2023, 18 games started in the French second division. 15 of those ended up being complete games. 110 and 2/3 innings of work. That's a French vacation if ever there was one. 36 earned runs on 73 hits, 138 strikeouts. Goodness. He walked 64 batters and plunked 9. 2.93, the ERA overseas for Patton.
That sounds like an American numbers in a French baseball league.
Good gravy.
If they ever do.
138 strikeouts in 110 innings. It's a wonder this guy even has a right arm left. First pitch he throws is a Reich.
We might actually have 3 French players next year.
Going to try to get Evan Marr.
Our good friend Evan Marr, who's been on your podcast, who's a baseball diehard. He was injured. He would have came in this year, but I said, hey, don't worry about it. We already got a French guy in here.
Thomas Brand sends this one into the stratosphere. It's going to come down in foul territory. 1 hop over the fence and into the bullpen. Out of play. So we will reset. Yeah, and the Mountain Ducks have made a full sail battery change. Leon Griffith behind the dish. It's Prieto at first, Gallion at second. I do believe that is Conner, who has gone back to shortstop.
Yep.
And then they're using Andrew Kendrick still at third.
Thomas Brand, son of Kurt Brand, who just recently inducted to Missouri State Athletics Hall of Fame.
Suit, yeah, track and field high jumper.
Also a GRBL veteran.
They played together a couple of years back, 2024.
One of the 3 father-son pairings we've had in the league.
Yep. 4 if you count, the Crams never played together, so they were the 3rd father and son to play on the same team. But we've had a total of 4 father-son pairings over the years. Brand goes down on strikes. Nice debut for Andrew Patton. Outfielders for the Mountain Ducks, it's Jordan Hicks, Ray Bailey, and Jamar Averyhart. So Jordan Hicks, the rookie, getting some run. Batter is Tyler Jones. He's a GRBL original. Of course, Andrew Patton doesn't know that. This is just another guy I got to get out, and he's a left-hander. Sometimes it's better not to know. Am I right, Tony?
Yep. Former Gripple Crown winner.
Indeed, a monstrous 2021. This is grounded to first. What a job by Prieto, the 2019 Gold Glove Award winner. Still got it. That was not easy on the run, but Robert just made it look easy.
He's smooth, still smooth out there.
He looks to be the same guy I remember. It's hard to believe he's not played any baseball in a while. Here's Derek Sullivan, a rookie, making his debut here, pinch hitting.
I was going to say, I think this is a GRBL rookie.
He is batting for Justin Parker. This is Sullivan from Cassville, Missouri. Heavy equipment operator.
Welcome to the GRBL. There's an 80-mile-an-hour fastball.
Here comes gas. But yeah, Sullivan had good workouts leading up to tryouts, and he had a good tryout as a catcher. Swung and missed at a 66-mile-per-hour sweeper there.
Just for our listeners, 80 miles an hour. When you hadn't seen that in years, it looks like 90 to 95.
Especially under the lights.
Oh yeah.
Patton rocks and deals. Sullivan down on strikes. So strikeout, ground out, strikeout. Pretty good first inning of work for Andrew Patton on the downside of the 7th inning stretch. 7-3 is our score. Moon City Mavericks lead the Ozark Mountain Ducks, who will come to bat to start the 8th. Coverage of Grip and Rip Baseball on YouTube, brought to you all season long by Central Bank of the Ozarks. Strong roots, endless possibilities.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
City going to hang with Logan Rycraft on that pitcher's mound for one more go. He's going to try to get 3 more outs. He will have to yield to a reliever in the 9th because of the GRBL's rule restricting the number of innings that a pitcher can throw. So Derek Sullivan, who just pinch hit, has come on. He's playing third base for Moon City this inning. Darling Pineda is the shortstop. Ryder Young stays on at second, and Sloan Gallivan still holding it down at first. Cole Hazelhorst is behind the plate, catching Logan Rycraft. First pitch to Andrew Patton, foul tip for a strike. 7-3 is the score. Mavericks out in front. This one is sent into shallow center field. It's a base hit for Patton, and he will try to get something started for the Mountain Ducks. Andrew Patton's first GRBL base hit comes at a nice time. And he is on for the Mountain Ducks player manager Austin Kendrick. AK. Oh for 2 tonight. Grounded to first, then reached on an error by the third baseman. Slow trickler. Sullivan up with it. His throw to first in time. Nice job by Derek Sullivan. They say the baseball has a way of finding the new guy, and it did right there. Not an easy play by any stretch, but Sullivan handled his business there. 1 down. Runner Andrew Patton did advance into scoring position, so he's perched at second base for Ray Bailey. Bailey took a cut, swung and missed at something off speed from Rycraft. Came back. I think that's just a 4-seam fastball. It's got some late movement, but it is moving in toward the left-handed hitter. 1-1. Looked like the same pitch. Bailey got a piece of that one off the inside. Swung. Sent it up onto the awning, protecting fans on the third base side. One, 2. Top of the 8th. Mavericks nursing along what is now a 4-run lead. Bailey sprays that one foul. Left side, well out of play. Logan Rycraft trying to put away Ray Bailey on the 1-2. Now he will step off and just look Andrew Patton back to second base. He didn't stay there for long, back out. It's not necessarily an aggressive lead, and the Mavericks middle infielders not necessarily interested too much in holding Patton. It's a wild pitch. Off the screen it goes, so the hold or no hold not going to matter here. Patton's at third. Mountain Ducks have actually, I was looking, I think it's 8 hits apiece for these two teams. So Ozark not lacking in the hit department, just not stringing things together. Moon City really aided by the big 6-run explosion in the third, with a Cole Hazelhorst 2-run home run as the exclamation mark. 3-2 to Patton. Swinging a foul ball, will do it again. What the Ducks know, 6 outs remain. They're starting to run low on opportunity. 3-2 coming up here. Rycraft winds and fires the payoff. Patton swings and chops this one. That is foul. Hazelhorst touches up. So Patton will head back. We'll do it again. We'll do this all again next week. Another triple header Sunday, August 16th at high noon. The Mountain Ducks take on the Branson Showmen. Ozark will be the visiting team once again. Then it's the Springfield Metropolitans at the Moon City Mavericks. That's at 3 o'clock. Then at 6 p.m., baseball night in the Ozarks. It'll be the Nixa Suckers taking on the Republic Locos. 3-2 outside, and Logan Rycraft touches his chest to say, yeah, my fault. He just walked Ray Bailey. So first and third for Ozark, 1 away. Jordan Hicks makes his second plate appearance of the night. Hicks, 31 years old, can play just about anywhere on the infield. He can play some outfield as well, as we found out. He's been playing out in left tonight for Ozark. Bloops this one foul. It'll get down on the carpet. He's the director of sales and service for a pest control company. He has followed the happenings of the Grip and Rip Baseball League for several years now. He's friends with several of the players. His logic for signing the tryout form, he said, was, it's time. Tail runner takes off. Hicks lifts this one into the night sky in right field. Letterman is there for the Mavericks, makes the catch, but the runner Patton will tag up and score to cut the deficit. It is now 7-4. 3-run ball game, and Jordan Hicks has himself a sacrifice fly. So 7-4. Mavericks still on top. And Leon Griffith Jr. is going to walk into the batter's box on that right side. So Griffith, a roofing inspector. Whoa, a little inside. They ran it, and then Hazelhorst had to scramble to make sure the runner was going to stay put there. Bailey. He's the Ozark center fielder and the owner of a fast pair of feet. Rycraft from the chest comes home. Got Griffith to swing and miss. Slider that time coming in at 78. Griffith loads up. Rycraft comes set. Brought that home. In has been the story against the right-handed hitting Leon Griffith. Logan's fallen behind now 2-1. That's up and out of the zone. While we're at it, say a big thank you to everyone who has tuned in to watch our live stream throughout the day. We appreciate each and every one of you who are tuned in, taking the GRBL with you wherever you go, whether you're watching at home, listening in the car, perhaps tuned in from an unconventional viewing space. We appreciate each and every one of you for being part of the GRBL experience. So a 3-2 count coming up. Leon Griffith, 2 outs and a runner on. Mountain Ducks trailing by 3. He's trying to extend this 8th inning rally. Rycraft comes home, got him to chase. Threat neutralized. Logan Rycraft now has 7 strikeouts. This is turning into a pretty interesting pitching performance. He's conceded 3 runs, but he's also struck out 7 batters, and he is keeping the Mountain Ducks somewhat at bay. We go to the bottom of the 8th with the score: Moon City 7, Ozark 4. Back right after this.
At Inkburst Studios, we create custom apparel with unmatched quality and craftsmanship. We specialize in premium DTF printing that melts seamlessly into any fabric, delivering vibrant color, incredible durability, and a smooth, soft finish that looks as good as it feels. Bold prints, superior quality, built with purpose. InkburstStudios.com.
At OWN, we support projects through every phase, from boundary and topo surveying to geotech, civil site design, utilities, permitting, and more. We get the slope right, the details exact, the deadline met, that's a given. But the real work, it's not on a plan sheet. It's building trust and lasting relationships. That's engineering beyond.
Own Engineering is a partner of Grip and Rip Baseball. Check them out at weareown.com. That's weareown.com.
Gallivan, Cole Hazelhorst, and Ryder Young due up for Moon City in the bottom of the 8th. Ready to face Andrew Patton for the Ozark Mountain Ducks. The Mavericks lead this ball game 7-4. Bottom of the 8th. Sloan Gallivan, 22-year-old rookie from Halfway, Missouri, now lives in Branson. Works for a rather prestigious golf course. Turf Grounds and Management. He's the assistant superintendent at Paynes Valley. So he's a standout basketball and baseball player for the Halfway Cardinals. Was the basketball team's leading scorer, as a matter of fact, at the time he graduated. But instead of college baseball, he pursued learning all about soils. He was a future Farmers of America competitor throughout his high school time. Ended up at the State Technical College of Missouri in Lynn. This is skied out to center field, tracked down and handled well by the Mountain Ducks center fielder Ray Bailey. Gallivan is retired, 1 away. It's going to bring up Cole Hazelhorst, 2 for 3, a single and a 2-run homer accompanying a strikeout that happened way back in the 2nd inning, but that is but a distant memory for the Moon City catcher at this time and point. Hazelhorst rips this one down the left field line. It goes. That's a base hit. So he's now 3 for 4 on the day, digging for second, and he will get there. Have yourself a day, kiddo. Happy to be back with the Moon City Mavericks for the first time since 2021. Not even going to hit a celebration. He just says, yeah, happy to be here. So he's on and in scoring position for Ryder Young, the old Glendale Falcon. Sponsored by Current Studio Salon. Swings, chops this one foul. Griffith tried to make a play and maybe sell it as a fair ball. It was not. So Ryder Young works as a bartender, a waiter. When he's not doing that, he likes to go rock climbing. He's been playing some baseball over the summer in the Springfield Metro League's senior division. You know, historically, the GRBL has gotten at least a player or two from the Metro League about every summer, dating back to quite a while. Metro, a great opportunity for players who aren't involved in club or travel baseball to still have a way to keep playing the game. And the senior division is great for guys who just haven't quite gotten baseball out of their systems. 1 and 2 for Young. Patton comes set and deals. Hazelhorst feigned a takeoff from second base. Patton missed low, and it's 2 and 2. So 1 on, 1 out. 2-strike pitch coming up here from the rookie Andrew Patton, and now time is called. I haven't seen a batter call timeout all day. That actually pretty well timed by Ryder Young there. We'll see if Patton comes back with some aggression. Yes, he does. Fastball in. This is grounded to the shortstop. Shuffle from Seth Conner, and he got the throw to Robert Prieto, who had to pick it. But a nice job by Prieto over there at first. Mountain Ducks get the out. And it also froze the runner Hazelhorst at second base. He did well not to get himself into any trouble. So he stays on for Logan Rycraft to have an opportunity. Third-year man out of Northwest Missouri State University. That's an NCAA Division II school in Maryville. As the name implies, it's way up in the northwest part of the state. Strike thrown from Conner, a 69-mile-per-hour breaking ball. That gets away. It's a wild pitch. Hazelhorst will motor up and take third without incident. Rycraft got hit by a pitch his last time up. He's 0 for 2 on the evening. 1 and 1 the count here. Open stance in that right-handed batter's box facing the right-handed Andrew Patton with 2 outs and a runner at third. That ball was inside. 2 and 1. Eight hits for the Mountain Ducks in this game, just 7 for the Mavericks, but they have the advantage that counts. The lead on the scoreboard, 7-4. Deuce is wild for Rycraft, who wears the number 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Patton trying to punch out of the inning. Rocks and deals. That was a breaking ball, grounded to the shortstop. Conner up with it. Throw to Prieto right on the money this time. A 6-3 ground out ends the 8th inning with the score. Moon City 7, Ozark 4. We will head to the commercial-free 9th inning. Right after this, it is Grip and Rip Baseball, live and free all season long on our YouTube channel.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
So Rapid Roberts pitching change for the Moon City Mavericks in the 9th inning. Logan Rycraft hit the limit, and so they call on a reliever. This is Ryan Cram. He is sponsored by Queen City Heating and Cooling. Ryan Cram, 3rd round draft pick for Moon City, 13th overall in this year's draft. For his career, 48 innings pitched. He's allowed 19 earned runs on 50 hits, struck out 39, and walked 21. It's a career mark of 3.56, the ERA. His 2025, absolutely phenomenal with the Republic Locos. He pitched 22 innings, allowed just 2 earned runs on 20 hits, walked 9, struck out 19, had a 0.82 ERA. So Cram has sort of found something as he has aged. He's out of Nixa High School in Nixa, Missouri. This is his 2nd stint with the Mavericks. He played for the club previously in 2024. It is his 4th season in the GRBL. So Ryan Cram locked in, looking to close it out here in the 9th. Ozark due to send up, I believe it's going to be Jamar Averyhart, then back to the top of the order, Brett Gallion and Andrew Kendrick. Seth Conner waiting in the wings, hoping somebody can get aboard and give him one more opportunity to make some noise. Mavericks defensively sticking with the way they were as they came off in the previous inning. So it's Derek Sullivan at 3rd, Darling Pineda at short, Ryder Young at 2nd, and Sloan Gallivan at first base. Cole Hazelhorst has caught every inning tonight. Looking out in the outfield, I think that's Logan Rycraft playing left. That's something of a development. Still Thomas Brand in center, still Justin Letterman holding it down in right. But yeah, I think that's Rycraft. That's interesting. That's something you don't see. 7-4 is the score. Cram's fastball to Averyhart is low. 2-1. Check that. I believe it's 1-1. Got a foul ball, then a ball. Yeah, 1-1. Swing, and that's going to get up the middle. Ryder Young, the second baseman, from his knees. The throw to first, not in time. Averyhart had to turn on the jets, but he got there. Mountain Ducks have a man on. Some business brewing. Pretty big effort there from Ryder Young. A diving stop. Tried to pop up, did not have time to go all the way back up standing, so had to completely turn his body. Made the throw from one knee, and it got into Gallivan's mitt. It just didn't get there in time to get Averyhart. So Averyhart is on. That's going to put the game-tying run in the on-deck circle, and there's an immediate pickoff attempt by Cram. Trying to perhaps catch Averyhart napping. Batter is Brett Gallion for the Mountain Ducks. 2 for 3 on the night. He's also been hit by a pitch. Pitch got away from Cole Hazelhorst. That's going to move Averyhart up into scoring position. We are seeing it with Ryan Cram. He's trying to keep the ball down. He's trying to attack the lower part of the zone, that lower third. Also, perhaps sets up the high heat as a strikeout pitch later in the sequence. But right now he's fallen behind 2-0. So more pressingly, he's got to elbow his way back in here. 82 mile per hour gas for a swinging strike to Gallion. Three and one now. Ryan Cram perhaps showing some week one jitters. But the Mountain Ducks, this is an experienced lineup. You had the veteran Avery Hart get on. You've got Brett Gallion. He's played a lot of innings in this league and gotten on base a pretty fair bit as well. .465 on base percentage over the last 2 seasons. Count now full. So Ryan Cram's going to have to bow his neck and make a pitch here. It's outside. He walked him. So the Mountain Ducks bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Andrew Kendrick. Hit an RBI double his last time up. That made it 7-3. It is now 7-4. So Kendrick is 1 for 3 with a walk and an RBI tonight. Ryan Cram fired that one high above the letters. Interesting to go up and at Kendrick there, but if you're Moon City, you like your guy being aggressive. Tried a slider that time. That was low. So 2-0. Mountain Ducks down to their last 3 outs. Taking patient approaches. That's outside. 3-0. Pitcher's mound perhaps getting a little lonely. And he walked him. Back-to-back walks. For Moon City, the Mountain Ducks have loaded the bases. Nobody out. And here's the guy you gave the free pass to, the intentional walk to Seth Conner an inning ago. Can't do that now unless you want to walk in a run. So they are going to pitch to Seth Conner, 34-year-old rookie from Rogersville, Missouri. 2 hits tonight, a single, a double, and a run batted in. Batting here with the bases chucked in the top of the 9th. Fastball high makes it 2-0. Ryan Cram all around it, but not in it. Mavericks now clinging to their 3-run lead. There's a Steerike on the outer half. Two and 1 to Connor. There's a Steerike called. So Ryan Cram battling back off the ropes. Trying to find it here. Cram from the midsection. Connor reaches out and touches one. It's back to Cram. Throws to Hazelhorst for one. They hop the throw and it was tangled in Connor's feet. It gets away from the first baseman. Gallion will come in and score. So the Mountain Ducks do play to run on a strange sequence there. The Mavericks tried for the double play. Instead, they end up conceding a run. They do get one out on the 1-2 force. And so that makes the score 7-5. Still in Moon City's favor for the moment. Robert Prieto bats with runners on the corners. Umpires talking about what happened there. So Kendrick is trying to argue. I mean, Mavericks might have an argument, I guess. Are they trying to say he was running inside the baseline? Oh my goodness. That's going to be a huge call. Umps are going to talk about this one again. Andrew Kendrick is retreating back to second base. Are they going to call the runner out? And oh, now this is not Austin. What is occurring? So it's a force out at the plate. They're sending Gallion back to third. Is that going to wipe a run off the board now? Yeah, that wipes a run off. So the 1-2 force out at home, and then they're calling the runner. They're going to call they're going to call Seth Conner out at first. It is 7-4 still, so a 3-run game. First base unoccupied. Prieto watches a fastball go by. Moreover, that's 2 outs for the Mountain Ducks, and the Mavericks are 1 out away from hanging on and winning this ball game. Ugh, strange turn of events. Mountain Ducks fans sick to their stomachs. Mavericks fans elated. And yeah, what they're going to say is the runner went down the line. He was too close to the inside, I guess, causing the baseball to tangle in his feet. 2-0 to Prieto. Cram dials up a fastball for a called strike. That's very tough for the Mountain Ducks to stomach right now. Trailing by 3, down to their last out. Prieto grounds this one left side, picked up by the third baseman. Sullivan, throw across, brought the first baseman off the bag. Gallion scores. Now it is 7-5, and Prieto is safe at first. So the inning continues with Andrew Patton batting, runners on the corners. So first and third, Mountain Ducks have the tying run aboard. The go-ahead run is at the plate. 0-1 to Patton. Fastball from Cram. This is flared into right field. That's down for a base hit. Kendrick scores. It is 7-6. Prieto woes up at third. It is a 1-run ball game. A 9th inning rally afoot for the Mountain Ducks. Clutch base hit and an RBI for Andrew Patton. 7-6 is your score. And the batter for the Mountain Ducks is Austin Kendrick. So AK 0 for 3 tonight. 2 men in scoring position, including a go-ahead. Now time is... Oh, a balk call. They have called a balk against the Moon City pitcher Ryan Cram, and they balk in the tying run. That is stunning. So we're all tied up at 7. Austin Kendrick with a chance to put the Mountain Ducks ahead. This is the top of the 9th, so I mean, no matter what, Moon City is going to come to bat in the bottom of this inning. Cole Hazelhorst, I think, just had the settle down talk with his pitcher Cram, who is certainly not having the best of things out here. Mountain Ducks have plated 3 runs this inning, but he's got to limit the damage and get Kendrick right here. Austin Kendrick, that is. Now time is called and Kendrick will step, so a timeout charged to the Mountain Ducks. 1 practice swing and he's right back in there. Well, it was 7-1 at one time and point in this ball game. The Ozark Mountain Ducks have clawed their way back. A run in the 6th, a run in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, now 3 in the 9th. And all of a sudden, we've got ourselves a tie game, 7-7. Swing and a miss off Hazelhorst's mask. Throw to the plate. Did not stay in the pitcher's glove. Patton scores 8-7. Mountain Ducks lead. And a 6-run advantage has completely evaporated for Moon City. Ozark with its first lead since way back in the first inning. Clean sheets now. 0-2 to Kendrick. Cram, that was an angry fastball at 85 miles per hour down for ball one. 1-2. Kendrick hops this one at the shortstop. Pineda going to throw from his knees. It's offline. Gallivan had to barehand. It doesn't matter. Kendrick is safe. And the series of unfortunate events just piles on for the Moon City Mavericks. Batter for the Mountain Ducks is Ray Bailey. So Bailey drew a walk his last time up. Swings and drives this one at the first baseman. Gallivan hangs on, and that will get Moon City out of the inning, but the Mountain Ducks hit the big one in the top of the ninth. 4 runs come across, and Ozark has clawed its way back from a 6-run deficit to lead this game 8-7 going into the bottom of the ninth. It is the commercial-free ninth inning brought to you by Central Bank of the Ozarks. Strong roots, endless possibilities. Ozark, I do believe, is going to stick with Andrew Patton to try to close this game out. They used their 3+ designation on Seth Conner, who came in relief of A.J. Musser in the third. He finished the third, pitched the fourth, fifth, and sixth. So Patton has come on in the seventh. He has faced 1 above minimum. Moon City is going to have to try to figure it out. Bottom part of the order coming up here, 9 and 10. It'll be Ryan Cram, followed by Justin Letterman, and then back to the top of the order, Darling Pineda. Thomas Brand would get to come to bat if anyone's able to reach. But this is what you play for. Tension you could cut with a chainsaw. The Ozark Mountain Ducks battling back from a 7-1 deficit to now lead this baseball game 8-7. What a run for the Quack Pack. But it's not over yet. Moon City's got some guys who can swing the sticks. Ryan Cram on the night is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Justin Letterman is also 1 for 2 with a single and a hit by pitch. He also reached on an error. They've also got some good speed. And with a 1-run deficit, this is a decent part of the order to try to make some things happen. So here's Ryan Cram, sponsored by Queen City Heating and Cooling, coming off of a 4 for 21 performance for the Locos at the plate a season ago. For his career, 15 hits, 9 RBIs. Swings and loops this one back foul. This got real intense, real fast. 0-1 to Cram. Fastball in. Makes it 1-1. Mavericks playing from behind for the first time in a long time. Cram lays down a bunt. It's trickling down the third base line. Foul ball is called. Goodness, that was not a bad idea. Andrew Kendrick very patiently let that baseball roll. He'll be glad he did. So Cram is going to have to go back to the batter's box. We'll have a 1-2 when we reset. Tony Lewis back into the press box with me.
Yeah, didn't we say no lead is safe in the GRBL?
Yeah, that was a little bit of ominous foreshadowing, now wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, a 6-run deficit has been erased completely. Andrew Patton trying to finish for the Mountain Ducks, but Ryan Cram trying to give him fits.
No.
Reaches down. It's a dropped third strike. Griffith up with it, and he got the throw to first base, and Austin Kendrick in time, 1 away. Three strikeouts for Andrew Patton in his GRBL debut. Here's another rookie, Justin Letterman. 23 years old out of Glendale High School in Springfield, Missouri. 1 for 2 on the evening. Reached on an error last time. Watched that one go by below the zone. For Moon City, you got down to your last 2 outs. You just have to extend this thing by any means necessary. Fastball from Patton at 80 miles per hour, low.
After playing for Austin Kendrick last year and actually a couple years, he always keeps his team mentally in it all the way to the end.
Well, you can see why. There's a called strike to Letterman.
Man, look at this. From France all the way to Meadow Park.
Big opportunity. He just watched his teammates hang a 4 spot in the top of the 9th. Letterman's under this one. It is hit skyward. Brett Gallion, the second baseman, camped out. Did a great job, first of all, calling and establishing that that was his ball, and then making the play, the catch, and the out. So the Mavericks, who went from the catbird seat to the doghouse, are down to their final out. Darling Pineda, the rookie from Santo Domingo, República Dominicana, is the batter.
I'm sure you mentioned it. How many countries we have represented in the league this year? Wow.
A little slider bent into the zone. Front door slider, as a matter of fact. Righty on righty. 0-1 to Pineda. Patton winds and fires. Swing and a miss there.
Wow. Wow.
Wow is right.
These are, this could be a pretty tough pill to swallow tonight for our last game.
Now time is called by Pineda.
But it all makes for good baseball.
All we want is close games, right? We're getting one here. Took an interesting route to get here, but we got here. Little hesitation on the leg kick, and if I'm Austin Kendrick, I'm telling Patton to put that one away for a while. I think Leon Griffith just said, don't do that again on the throw back. He spiked his throw, so...
I think the Frenchies hated that one or something. They didn't like the pause. Thought he could bring it back over here.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Ooh. Attacking in. Nothing doing there. The front door slider not bending the way he wanted it that time, and we're deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in a 1-run ball game, bottom of the 9th. Andrew Patton nods, winds, delivers,
ball.
Missed low. It's a full house.
I can't say that it's not over until it is over, my man.
Patton and Pineda. Payoff pitch.
Oh, he walked him.
Walked him. Tying run is on for
we got
Moon City.
Thomas Brand up. Got another good bat here.
Big time opportunity. Brand on the night, 1 for 4 with an RBI single. That came back in that big old 3rd inning for City.
A lot of those times, those full count at bats that lead to a walk, those normally the baseball gods like that. So this could turn into something interesting here.
They just have a way of staying with a man to the negative. So 1 run on, 2 outs. Thomas Brand in the left-handed batter's box for City. The pitch on the outer half for a strike.
It was a great pitch. Outside corner, breaker.
Patton's stuff has got some late break about it. It's fun to watch. The 0-1, runner goes. Brand fanned. The throw to second, not in time. Gutsy stolen base there, but Darling Pineda knew he could do it.
He had a good jump on him, but that doesn't go without another swing from Thomas Brand. He's in a hole 0-2 right now. 2 outs. Bob of the 9th, runner, tying run at second base. Go ahead and actually winning run at the plate.
Mavericks down to their last strike again. Patton from the chest. Struck him out looking.
Wow.
What an exclamation mark on the end of a 6-run comeback win by the Ozark Mountain Ducks. They claw their way back to defeat the Moon City Mavericks 8-7. And the first episode of Baseball Night in the Ozarks in 2026 was a nail-biter.
Wow, you don't, I always like to say I haven't seen a lot of things in baseball, and in the GRBL, you don't really see comebacks like that come too often. That is quite a statement from the Ducks group to start off their season 11.
That is a biggie. So in terms of our elite promotions, elite performer of the game, could go a lot of directions, but yeah, I think I'm going to reward a little bit of two-way play here. First of all, 2 for 3, a couple of singles, a walk, and an RBI, and then 3 scoreless innings, punctuated with 4 strikeouts. I am picking the new kid, the newcomer from Columbia, Missouri, Andrew Patton, as your elite promotions, elite performer of the game.
Andrew Patton, excellent job. His stuff was breaking. He didn't really know at the inning that he did come in down all those runs. It was very important to shut the Mavs down right there. Good for him. Can't go without saying Daniel England's group does look great this year.
Yeah, it's a great squad.
Good squad, good arms, obviously good bats. Cole Hazelhorst, good to see a bomb hit by him.
Yeah, 2-run homer in the third.
But those Ducks just stayed with it, didn't they?
Goodness sakes, did they. Big day for Logan Wiley pitching for Moon City as well. He threw 5 innings, gave up 1 earned run on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Also racked up 6 strikeouts along the way on that little adventure. But yeah, the Mountain Ducks clawed their way back. As soon as Wiley sat down, that was when the Quack Pack pounced. So Andrew Patton, your elite promotions, elite performer of the game, 11 hits in this ball game for Ozark. The score sheet, needless to say, is a bit of a hot mess. Brett Gallion had a couple of hits. Seth Conner had 2 hits. We saw Robert Prieto get 2 hits. Could have gone a number of ways when it came to the elite promotions, elite performer of the game, but Patton had a base hit and an RBI that cut the deficit to 7-6. He made it a 1-run ball game in the 9th at a time when Ozark was down to its last out, and it's hard to argue 3 scoreless innings to close out the win. So Andrew Patton, your elite promotions, elite performer of the game.
And here he comes
on the evening of his GRBL debut. Hop on in here. We're just gonna run it hot. How about that? So Andrew Patton joins us here in the broadcast booth. He is your elite promotions, elite performer of the game. Well, Andrew, I'm sure might have been easy to hang your head back at an early portion in this game when the score was 7-1. But why don't you tell us what happened after that? What did you guys, the Mountain Ducks, do as a collective, as a group, to just get it together and pull it together for the second half of this ball game?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody felt like we were ever out of it. You know, AK was saying literally when it was, 7-1 or something, he's like, oh, this team, for us, it's easy to score 6 runs. So, yeah, we just never hung our head, kept our confidence up, and pulled it through. Never a doubt, even in the last inning. So,
yeah, Andrew, we were talking. I don't know if you realize this, but I also played just north of Normandy. So you are now officially the second French player who played in the GRBL. And I was saying, hey, this guy's going to represent us well.
Oh yeah.
And so we're extremely excited to have you. Excellent job of being tonight's MVP of the game.
Yeah, when I heard you say that, I was like, mind blown, because I haven't met anybody else.
Don't find a lot of guys who played French baseball.
No, I thought it was only me that I could brag about that. So no, we got.
It's a different world over there.
Oh yeah, unique, but best experience ever. So.
Absolutely.
So what was that like for you coming back, and you're adjusting to some American baseball again? How did it feel out there? Obviously, you saw the ball well late in the game and pitched it well. So you're overall feeling good.
Feeling good. First couple ABs, the velo was a little faster than what I was used to, so had to catch up on that. But yeah, same thing. Just never hung my head and kept on with it, and battled. So
then tell me about pitching the baseball tonight. You knew there was still a lot of comebacking to do. So just tell me about your mindset as you go out there and end up facing 2 above minimum, collecting 4 strikeouts along the way across those 3 innings of work.
Yeah, whenever I pitch, I just go out and compete. I want to strike out, get out everybody. So even if we're down 7 runs, if it's a 1-run game, if we're up 10 runs, the mindset's, it's the same every single pitch. I'm there to, strike them out, K them out, get an out. So But yeah, it was fun. It was fun whenever it came down to it, to where it was a one-run game and more on the line. So that was awesome.
So yeah, great to have you out here, and a great way to debut a heck of a second half of a baseball game there. You guys come back, improve to 1-0. And we will
get you in this shot. The crowd.
Yeah, there we go. I got a lane right there.
The elite promotion player of the game right here.
Yeah,
there's the camera.
Andrew Patton is our elite promotions elite performer of the game. You and the Mountain Ducks will be back in action next Sunday, August 16th, the high noon date with the Branson Showmen. So you go from the bright lights of prime time to the bright sunshine of Missouri in August. But I'm sure it's maybe fun to play in Missouri in August once again.
Oh yeah, it's a blast. And came out here, it was hot and sunny, but I feel like once we actually started playing, we got a nice little breeze, and I like it being a little hot. I like being loose, so it was awesome.
Good stuff. Well, Andrew Patton, congratulations on a great debut.
Thanks again. Thanks for having me.
He is our elite promotions elite performer of the game, and yes, the Mountain Ducks get it done tonight, 8-7, completing an improbable but not impossible comeback win over the Moon City Mavericks. We're going to do a little hot handoff here. Manager Austin Kendrick coming in. So I will tell you next Sunday, we mentioned Mountain Ducks Showmen will be at high noon at 3 o'clock. We'll see the Springfield Metropolitans take on the Moon City Mavericks. So City will very quickly look to shake off what happened here tonight, and the Mavericks will be back in action at 3 o'clock, taking on their rivals in the Queen City Derby. Then at 6 on baseball night in the Ozarks, it's the Republic Locos and the Nixa Suckers, two teams that are going to be hungry to win after what we saw earlier today. Let's bring in Austin Kendrick. And AK, yeah, same way we started our discussion with Andrew Patton. Man, you guys, you led 1-0. I'm sure that was fun for a while, but then you see Moon City go out and score a touchdown in the third. 6 runs, man. At what point, or at that juncture, what is the message to your guys when you fall behind by 5 and then fall behind by 6 when they tack on another run in the fourth?
Well, it's one of those things, like when you've got a roster built like ours, especially there at the top, and you've got guys like Andrew Kendrick and Seth Conner and Robert Pareto, and then you got Ray Bailey, who hit a home run last week, and Brett Gallion that fills out the lineup. The message was like, don't give up. Like, hey, we've got the guys in the right spots. We're gonna break through. Like, Andrew hits a ball to left center field gap. Cram makes a great play on it. Seth Conner hits a ball to the deepest part of the field and it just runs out of steam. He gets that down the line, that's gone. Like, it's one of those things, like, we knew that we were swinging well. We just had to find ways to get it to drop. I mean, Sloan Gallivan, we get runners on base, and
hauls in a laser,
Like, I tip my hat to the Mavs. Like, I know that there's fireworks there at the end of the game, but the Mavs played really well, especially defensively. And I mean, Logan Wiley, anytime you get him out there dealing, it's going to be a tough matchup. So I know we came out with that one. We get kind of lucky coming out on that one, but at the same time, the Mavs they're for real.
So we knew it was kind of a year expecting that offense would dial up a touch in the Grip and Rip League, and boy did it for the Mountain Ducks tonight. You actually have 4 players with multi-hit games. Brett Gallion goes out there and gets you 2. Seth Conner had a couple of hits. Robert Prieto with a couple of singles, and then the man we just talked to, Andrew Patton, 2 hits, including one in the 9th. That at the time cut the deficit to 7-6. So tremendous stuff there in the 9th, and it looked like the plate approaches there against Ryan Cram pretty deliberate. We didn't see a lot of swinging at the first pitch stuff. Was that a message to the boys? Was that intentional, or was that something that just sort of unfolded?
It was one of those things, like, Cram is a very tough pitcher to face, and we wanted to make him work as hard as he possibly could, just because, like, anytime you face good pitching, especially late in the game, you want to have as much traffic and as many opportunities to make somebody work as hard as they possibly can. So with a guy that's got top end stuff, like, you have to make him work, and I feel like that's the approach that our guys took into it. So.
Well, it ended up working out for you. After going down by 6, you come back and win this baseball game 8-7. So you've been here before, AK. You know it's a long road, but I know 1-0 always feels better than 0-1 when it comes to starting things off.
Absolutely. Anytime you can get that first one out of the way, I think that's the big thing. I've been a part of those years where you just you don't win your first 3 and it just feels like the season's going forever and like you're never going to get one. So just getting one under your belt, that's one of those, like, Just feels good to get out of the way, and it gives the guys some confidence to know that they can come back. That's a pretty big hole to dig back in. So for them to come back, it was pretty awesome.
It's very good. Mountain Ducks winners 8-7. That's Austin Kendrick. We'll see them back in action next Sunday, August 16th at high noon when they take on the Branson Showmen. Coming up at 3, we will see the Springfield Metropolitans and the Moon City Mavericks. And then on our next episode of Baseball Night in the Ozarks, it'll be the Nixa Suckers against the Republic Locos. Quick recap of the day's events for you before we let you go. In the noon game today, it was the Springfield Metropolitans getting an 11-4 victory over the Republic Locos. Clay Murphy, the story in that one, he got the 50th and 51st hits of his Grip and Rip Baseball League career. Also pitched 4 scoreless innings and became the league's all-time leader in strikeouts, now with 227 and counting. The Branson Showmen were 9-6 victors. Also a little bit of a comeback story there as they defeated the Nixa Suckers, scoring 3 runs in the 8th inning, and inside the park home run, or 4 runs rather, check that, in the 8th inning, and inside the park home run by Jacob Carlson started it off. They got an RBI double off the bat of Ben Hammett that plated 2 runs, and then their catcher Tobin Dudley came on and added an RBI single. That made it 9-6. So, or check that, Eric Smith got the RBI base hit that made it 9-6. He also pitched 4 scoreless innings, striking out 3, scattering 6 hits. But rookie Eric Smith, the big story for the Showmen, along with the full lap by Jacob Carlson around the bases to tie the ball game late. And it's the Ozark Mountain Ducks, 8-7 winners, 4 players with multi-hit games for the Quack Pack. Brett Gallion, Seth Conner, Robert Prieto, and Andrew Patton. It was Patton who drove in a key run in the 9th and then pitched 3 scoreless innings to close it. So Ozark, Springfield, Branson, all 1-0 to start this 2026 campaign. It's going to do it for us here at Meadow Park. Thank you so much for tuning in wherever you are in the world. Make sure you like and follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you are also following the Grip and Rip Baseball League on social media. We'll keep you up to date on player awards, league standings, promotions, just all the fun stuff that we do here in the GRBL. It's not just Sundays. We have fun throughout the season from August to October. Our director is Derek Saiko. For Tony Lewis, our executive producers, and Harrison Waters as well, my name is Rance Berger. For all of us here at the Grip and Rip Baseball League, thanks for joining us, and good night from Springfield, Missouri.